Well, yes, the move is done. It's still unpacking
Oh, you're never.
boxes.
I do like 3 years from now, you're gonna be finding boxes going, what is this?
I hope not. I hope by that point I just said,
I've been in my house 30 years, and I'm still finding stuff that I haven't seen since I left Phoenix.
I'm currently still looking.
When I moved down here, it was in 2022. I bought my house in 2006. I opened a couple closets, saw some boxes that were still packed, and I went, huh, what's the deal?
I still find myself trying to get up. Where something. I still don't know where some stuff is still packed up.
Yes.
But see, if you label the boxes, then it's, you're not, I'm not unpacking, you're just staying organized.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Oh, the can?
Well, ironically, some of them are labeled, but they're just not. I didn't label them, so I'm not really sure what some of the labels mean, because it's, you know, so.
I've still got my son, Andy can, I have 8, 7.
My daughter,
You just haven't returned.
I have 3 sons.
More messages.
Cool part is he's got
There's one about being sick on Monday.
let's wander around.
And there's a few more other ones.
And I've got like this big fish,
Another one.
so I can
Is it Nemo?
zoom in like 8,
No, it's a message.
16 times while you're in the lights
Here's
far
all
away.
You get that?
They're separated by position. Yep, no,
so, yeah, second night in the house. I learned, by upgrading, I guess.
Highway robbery.
The old house had
Thank you.
2 smoke detectors.
I meant that.
This house now has 1 in each room, plus, you know, others, whatever, and I guess they're all linked by somebody else. It was 12:30 at night, we were removing. My wife and I just got into bed, lights off. Beep starts going on. There's a female voice that comes on with things. Fire detector, smoke, I don't know, something like that. And it's annoying, and just, I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? And I'm like, so I get up and I'm walking, and there's no fire. Still trying to figure something out. There's no way to set them off. And they're all going off. And I keep hitting the button to try to silence, you know. And I finally figured out the culprit was the one in my daughter's bedroom, because she had gotten into the shower. And hers is right by the door of the shower. I guess the steam from the shower set it off. And I'm going, she's in there yelling, Dad, Dad, and I'm like, close your door, or turn on the fan, or do something, because you've got the whole house. So I finally got it off the thing, turned up.
And then one of those full house systems.
Yeah.
We had one that was relatively close to the kitchen. Every time he did anything, it wasn't the smoke, it was just enough heat would collect
Oh,
on
wow.
the edge of the ceiling.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Took me about 3 times that happened, and I went, that sucker's coming down.
I said Google, I guess Steve can't set them off. I was like, okay.
Yeah, it breaks that IR beam.
Even just the level of heat from cooking it, because we didn't, that apartment was made out of concrete, so you didn't have any kind of vent in it
Yeah.
at all.
Okay, folks, record is on. Camera pin on, says.
Town of Tryon Board of Trustees regular meeting, April 7th, 2026, 6 p.m. First Baptist Church, 122 North First Street, Tryon, Oklahoma. Call to order, roll call.
James here.
Jenny here.
Nathan here.
Heather here.
Richard here. Okay, consideration and action on consent agenda. Approval of the minutes for March.
Those are not on there, they're not in the packet, they're not on the reporter either. So I need to, I talked to Jenna earlier about it, I'm gonna go back on the, recording and just take my notes and do it off the recording.
That'll be next month.
Yeah, or the special, because we'll probably have a special.
I was thinking about that. Look to see if the Facebook recording or Heather's YouTube recording, if you can actually get the transcripts.
Transcripts are pretty, very helpful.
Is that something that you can get not being the owner of the channel? Sweet, there
But
you
if
go.
you can, I would think you would 100% can, but if you can't, let me know.
Cause then you have her, you know,
Yeah,
type
nice.
anything up.
Approval of monthly department head reports. I got a little note here from Jeremy McGill that he's gonna be sending it on Monday.
I did just get a, notification from him, he said that they've been busy up there, and getting that casino ready to open and whatnot. Yeah, so they've been pretty busy up there, Tina was supposed to send it, but I double checked with her.
Fire department report.
This is the water one and that's.
They have 3 fires, 2 mutual aids, and 4 medical. Plus some radio training coming in.
I move we accept the fire department report.
Alright, James second.
Richard, yes. Library report.
Did you want to tell them about the email that you sent, or just have that on the record?
Yeah, just,
Okay.
we'll get it changed at some point.
Alright, everything for the library report, or how's everything going?
We're just working on, we're getting, certified for boxes. We got emails about summer feeding, so we're working on that. And then planning summer, trying to figure out how we're gonna do this if we're not in the building or if we are in the building. 'Cause how we go about summer will depend on where
Might be worth coming up with 2 plans, one for each.
that's what I'm trying to do, and it may, even if we are in the new building, it may end up being a shorter summer, because I'm gonna be juggling with all the books and stuff, and trying to get some lined up, so I may have like a little later in the summer program, but we will be doing summer feeding and as long as they're out there.
The grant, would that be Leslie?
I gave that folder. She responded to me about 2 different things, but she said that she is unable. I sent her an email a week or so ago, asked her like where she stands with like still being our grant administrator, or if she's still gonna do it, or like what her plans is. She said, as of right now, she said there's, unfortunately, there's a conflict that prevents her from working with Tryon, any longer at this time. However, she'll always welcome, a call if you guys need guidance or advice on anything or whatever, but she's, as of today, no longer a grant administrator.
So then I guess my question on that then is, are you guys comfortable taking a look at some of the easier grants to kind of get started with some of that? Because now we have the audits, we can do it.
Yeah, they're pretty simple. Because we've already been trying to look at some of the WIC grants, but we've been waiting until we got quotes and stuff in, so we needed folders and stuff, so we're looking at.
We don't do the library minutes.
I move that we accept the library report.
James, yes.
Heather, yes.
Richard, yes. Want to accept Leslie's no longer our administrator for grant?
Do we need to?
I'd probably say just, for the record, I would say, make a motion, just to accept her. Do you want me to get like an official? Well,
Yeah.
she's,
I don't know. I mean, she hasn't been here
yeah.
in a year anyway, so.
Well, I would think nothing. I don't
She's
think
contracted,
procedurally-
she was contracted with us for like if we would, she would help us write our grants. The only grant that was open or available for us at that time was the one that we're using for our building. But when we contracted with her, she was contracted that she would write in her, she'd be wrote in with the grant, whatever grant that she would help us with. She did help us with the T-State grant, but she's not wrote into that. And that one hasn't been closed out yet, so I don't know if that's. They made a motion to make her our grant administrator, so I don't know.
I think it was, I don't think this long you have to get it in writing and then wait to do. I think you could just make a motion to accept and then under those circumstances, and then that way you're not tied to anybody, you're gonna find somebody else now.
I move that we accept Leslie's email and no longer contract with her for grants at this point.
I'll second the motion.
James, yes.
Heather, yes.
3.3, approval of monthly financial reports.
I didn't see many of those.
Yeah, there's none on there, that's another conversation, is QuickBooks. We are still 4 months into this, not being able to get a hold of anybody with QuickBooks. The ones that I have been able to get a hold of, will put us on hold for 45 minutes, an hour and a half, or whatever, or they don't know exactly what the problem is, and they'll keep transferring us. We don't have time to sit there for hours on end on the phone with QuickBooks to try to figure this out. I even tried to go online and Google like instructions or how to like, I'm pretty sure that I know what the problem is, or like where we could just go eliminate the issue and not, when we connected the bank accounts to our QuickBooks account, I think that's where it was the biggest problem, because it's pulling from accounts that's not even mine. So it's messing John's up and it's messing mine up, and we can't finalize anything, we can't reconcile. And I put in tickets for help, and I'm also looking up other financial things that could take place at QuickBooks, because a couple of accounts that I have talked to, Meeker is one of them, because, Kim works there. So just from her experience from doing stuff up there. The lady that she's been talking to at QuickBooks, when she can't get through, they said that QuickBooks really isn't made for a municipality and how the business is ran in the first place, because a lot of people are having problems with QuickBooks. She's gonna keep her eyes out for any other software, financial software that we can switch to or use or whatever, but I printed out a few, I just haven't had a chance to like actually look into them and get information.
So,
QuickBooks is a huge issue.
They
You use
said,
QuickBooks, don't
yeah,
you?
but I'm offline. I tried to do online for about 2 months and I was like,
And
thanks,
we're online.
just headache after headache after headache. But, I mean,
is
I
it
was,
possible then just to go offline?
To tell you the truth, I have no idea. This is how, and I don't mean to sound like this, but this is how it's always been said. This is how we've always worked it. So I've never looked into it. I don't know the difference. I don't know what we have to do. This is just how we've always had
could
it.
you not just take the accounts back off? Isn't that when it all started?
I've tried it, and it still did not clear it. It was still pulling stuff up. The reports were still messed up. That's why I was trying to get on QuickBooks to see if I was doing something wrong, because I've never done it before. So maybe I'm missing a step or not doing it correctly, even though it's like a step-by-step of like doing it.
So is it
and
like
still-
way out of balance, or is it?
Yeah, well,
So
well,
this maybe double a lot
So
of
what
things
it's
down the
doing
line?
is every time it sees a debit for, say, $10 to Walmart, it documents that $10 debit, but then immediately puts in a $10 credit.
There has to be a setting.
It's gotta be something in
yeah,
there.
it's gotta be something little, but we can't figure it out. We try to call, and other people have offered to help us with QuickBooks, like, we can't get them to come in to, like, help us. We don't know what it is. It's going on 4 months, and it's preventing us
Yeah.
from doing anything.
So-
And mine is, I had to check that it double.
Yeah, it's
put
like
in there, so
$234 or
I
something like 4
deleted
months
it.
ago for postage, and it's my check, but it's pulling up in his, and it's showing that it's not letting him reconcile it.
So I deleted it off mine, but it's still showing up and.
Just keeps coming back.
Yeah.
Okay. So, a couple meetings ago, you said, I asked you to forward an email to me. I never got that. Do you have just like an email address you could just text me
For what?
for QuickBooks? A
Yeah,
contact?
yeah,
And
yeah,
I'll be more than happy to
Yeah, I'll resend
email.
all the information, even the stuff that I print off last couple days, I'll send that to you. Yeah.
I can very easily get customer service Karen on.
Yes, that's what I told them, like,
They don't even talk to me.
yeah. And I've added him again to it, I've found a way to add him to it, that they're supposed to send him like an approval email, like an invite email, and he's not even getting it.
And you are listed to do it too? Okay, so
Yeah.
then,
And Kimberly's on there.
yeah, Kimberly's.
Well,
not
Kim's
on
not
her
showing
list.
up now.
That was not.
So if you can text me an email address, and whoever else wants it, I can send the email out to them, and then I will CC you. That way, if they come back and say, we can't talk to you, you're right there to
Yeah.
reply and authorize it. Does that sound like a plan?
Yeah, and I was even gonna add you as an admin, but I didn't have your email at the time.
Yeah. That's okay, I don't need to be an admin in our financials.
Well, that way
At
you
least
could
not
have,
until we get
you
a
could have had
correct.
access to it.
No, but yeah, if you want to, we can try that, and if you still don't get anywhere, at least we're still
I mean,
trying.
if it was offline, I would totally pitch in and get it. Online is a whole different beast.
I mean, even if we can get them to revert back to where we were offline and just
Yeah.
rebuild from there would be something, so.
Now, with those financials, would you guys still consider, approving the police and the fire department? If they're done separately, then not necessarily the town side, or do you wanna just wait all at one time? And and just keep adding to this, or if you wanna approve this
I would,
so that those are handled.
are they waiting on approvals for anything? Does
No,
the fire
no,
department need our
no.
approval for anything?
Nope.
I would like. to
I'm
make
actually
sure we see
waiting to
everything.
close the fire department out and turn their donations that's left over to them, but I didn't wanna touch that until financials were dealt with.
Me, I like to see everything, I don't know what everybody else thinks.
Yeah, I would definitely, because I'm not seeing much, anything except for, I did have a few questions too on, just like what stuff is MGMT and Enter, November, I don't know what that is.
On which one?
745.
Well, she's talking about those.
Yeah. Is that considered like in the financial category? 'Cause I don't see anything.
Yeah, that would be on financial to the downside. I'm trying to remember.
It's on, yeah, it's November.
Yeah, the 745,
Yeah.
42. I don't have my financials in front of me.
Okay, I'll
That's
just.
been a few, that's
I'll
back
make
in
it-
November.
I'll make,
starting
that's
November.
fine, I just didn't know if it was something, I mean, I looked it up and I don't know
Yeah.
what it was. I'll see.
I saw the workspace on there for February,
Actually, I believe that's a bill that I paid for, that's for the fire department.
Okay.
The 745.42 back in November, it was for, it was something to do with the fire department, but I can look it up and get that.
Didn't, I mean, it's just hard to see what some of these are when there's acronyms
So the Google Workspaces in February, I need to set up an auto forward on that from the admin account, just to your clerk account, just so you can have the invoices. For February is $20.
and then they have a couple other stuff, okay, with Blink.
That's for our security cameras.
Did we get those new cameras in here?
No, I was gonna ask you if you could forward me that, the deal with the email that you sent me last week, because I can't find it, I can't find it to double back and check into it.
You're not
So
showing up in your orders?
Nope,
Interesting, okay.
And then OMAG,
that's OMAC, that's our insurance,
okay,
that's our workers' comp, property and auto.
and then February was okay, one call.
That's
Is that
one.
text, is that the texting,
That's
so,
okay. No,
That's
that's.
already okay.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then, I guess the ATM back through me off, I'm assuming that was just like direct withdrawal.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
like
that's
they
just
use
what, that's
your
just what it's marked on the.
Like they
on
use
there.
your check, like the account, I just think that would get a flag, but.
That's just what it shows on the
Direct
bank
withdrawal.
statement, like on the bank statement, when you print out like the ACHs and stuff, that's what's on there, so I put it on there.
And who's this Heather person on there?
And then, I think you guys, I remember y'all talking about it, the payroll's not broken down. Did you talk about
No.
that a while back?
And we've talked about it a few months back, but it's not broken down because it's automatic, because they take it out as a sum.
So,
But with the new program that we have, the ADT that we just got finished with, I can break it down like underneath there of who gets what.
Very granular.
Yeah.
I remember y'all talking about it a while back, but I don't remember what the outcome was.
Cause that's one of those, Heather, you'll see where the payroll comes out of the town and then the utility pays back the town for their part.
And then, I don't really know if this is a question I should ask during this, but, what do I need to do to, sign with the bank?
The bank has everything that you need, I just need to double check with the bank, because they should have got back with me telling me that it was ready.
Okay.
I can check with the bank.
And then I did not see any charges for Lincoln County newspaper.
It should be, I know there's some on, the February, cause I just, January and February, I just sent some off.
Well, I had talked with them a while back and they said they had not received anything to put in the paper, so I was just curious.
Yes, I send them, they're tagged in every one of my emails, I can forward them to you.
Cause they said they even checked their junk mail, so we'll start figuring that out, it'd be nice to know, put it all in the
Yeah,
account.
I've sent those in county.
Have they sent you invoices?
We need
Yeah,
to,
I just sent them off.
So what do you wanna do with financial? Because right now, we've skipped financial.
Well, no, we're still kind of, I thought the
But
bank asked
main-
me.
Monthly claims
Yeah.
is what you're on now, so you just need to get back and see what you need to do to create financial flow.
My bad, I got it backwards.
Yeah, no, you're good.
Sorry, I thought I asked, I was like, I don't know if this is when I'm supposed to do this.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
So we're gonna table
Yeah,
again.
I move that we table the financials from December, January, and February for the town side until we get our QuickBooks issue resolved.
I'll second the motion.
Jen, yes.
And that we are going to,
Heather, yes.
one of the board members is going to reach out to QuickBooks with the town clerk included on it to try to help resolve this faster.
All my stuff's in there.
So what?
All my stuff's in
Everything's in there,
there.
we just can't.
It's not reporting correctly.
Yes.
So when you guys open up QuickBooks online, do you see the double posting, or does that only happen when you print?
I didn't see the double posting, I had to go find it, and it was in September. So, which doesn't make much sense because October.
Well, there's been a lot, there's been double posting every single.
I've seen it both ways.
Okay, so it will show up on screen too.
Yeah.
It shouldn't have let me reconcile October because September was off, so that, and then it won't let me.
Yeah, but that was before we were having this problem.
Well, that's like the beginning of the problems, but this is the worst part of the problem.
Yeah, I think it was like November or December when you voted.
Yeah.
So. Okay.
Now we're up to approval monthly claims, December, January, and February.
Now this, yeah.
This is the
you can
deal.
do that.
I got them all.
And I didn't put my name
Well,
there because you
listen.
guys told me not to last time, so.
So if you go ahead.
Told me not to until the finances were done. So,
Well, you're.
Maybe the other,
yeah, that's true.
the other ones were on Marches.
I move that we table the monthly claims reports from December, January, and February on the town side until we can get the QuickBooks issue resolved.
James, second.
Heather, yes.
Richard, yes.
And I don't mean this, you guys, but I'm so frustrated with this. I want to have this resolved by our next regular meeting.
Absolutely.
So,
Like, we're the ones that actually have to deal with it, like, we have to present this to you guys, it's the same excuses every time.
Yeah, I mean, we're going into budget season, and we have
Yes.
no
Oh,
idea
yeah.
where our checkbook's at for the last 3 months, so.
Richard, 24.
Or we can wait till May 7th, May 5th, and just blame Richard for everything.
Consideration of items removed from consent agenda. Nothing. Number 6, public appearances, petitions, demonstrants, communications, and personal appearances.
Is that where someone speaks?
Yeah.
Yes.
I just wanna know where we're at with the building.
That's coming
No,
up.
that will be coming up.
So we're kind of by the park, Jeannie?
Yeah. It's right off the highway.
Can I move mine up to the public speaking so I can go back to work? Because I'm the very last thing in here.
No, he's on the agenda, on the utility side. That's a different-
Kenneth Warren?
You want me to do it now, wait till new business?
Yeah, he said he's gonna wait till new business.
Okay, I'll put the other. Tara Donovan?
Yep, here.
Oh, am I on the agenda?
Do you want to speak or just support or anything, or?
No, but I can help with the QuickBooks issue.
Okay.
So I was gonna tell you
All
after.
right.
There we
go.
Yay.
Are you sure you don't want to speak?
I'm just here to observe and, I mean, I've kind of been briefly talking with Brittney and I think we all have to get together, clerks have to get together. So I definitely think I can help you with that.
Okay.
I don't do online either, I do desktop, but my coworker does online for a different business.
Okay.
So I think she can help, and I think I already know what your double posting issue is, because I've seen that happen to me too.
Okay.
But I think we can definitely help you with that.
All right.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Yay.
Thank you.
And we won't charge. That's a good thing, right?
Proposal of Board of Trustees of the Town of Tryon entering into executive session in accordance with Title 25, Section 307, Section 3, discussing employment, hiring, appointment, promotion, disciplining, or resignation of any individual, salaried, or public official or employee. Richard Meyer, letter of resignation, and Brittney Poteet, duties and responsibilities, proper communication with board members.
And yes.
James.
heard your
Hey,
name,
you.
and I was like, hey, I know that name.
That's when you snuck in.
Well, they just totally ignored you, didn't they?
I'm good, how are you?
Hilton.
Very good.
Hey, Hey, Alicia.
I'm about to give my piece of my fucking mind. I am not happy about sitting here.
Are you here on franchise tax?
I know, it's not right. It really ain't.
Oh,
When it's a problem that's been occurring for 2 years now.
Yeah, they should have you on.
Oh, Brittney just sent me the exact same thing they sent me, that DEQ sent them a year ago. No dates, no updates, no signatures, no fucking nothing.
selecting when you do income, when you're setting up your income. If you're setting up your income, expense, assets, it was a difference in how you set that.
Okay.
And if you select, use categories, see, I don't know, because I'm on the, some of those categories where you do, what are some of those categories? Like,
Like attorney or, just kind of depends on what department
well,
we're wants to.
there's like inventory, that's what I mean by that.
Okay.
Item list. It's one of those, it makes everything double. It makes it in and out, but it's an in and out, in and out, in and out. So, it's true. QuickBooks is not really designed for municipalities. It's true.
I haven't had a problem with this like inherited except for the last 2 years.
Well, that's a long time.
Yeah. Yeah.
And QuickBooks is kind of a total
Yes.
so I understand.
No, it's more than
If you ever call QuickBooks or the IRS, that's a full day.
Yeah. I have to call the IRS a couple of times when I first started. I still my house.
So you guys are doing something different for your payroll? You're not using QuickBooks for payroll?
We just switched over. Today should have been our official day, but, they wanted to wait until I mounted the little fingerprint thing appropriately before entering.
Oh, so you're doing time,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
everything through that one system. So is it gonna do your payroll taxes and everything? Okay.
We're ready for you.
Ready?
Isn't that crazy? Ready to have more? Really? Good. Yes. It could be worse. Maybe 20?
I'm curious to be back there. I've always had jobs for the age of
Well, you're lucky to even do an in-person meeting these days, so.
That's true.
What is it?
You're lucky to even do an in-person meeting these days.
How do they used to do it?
No, I'm saying now it's just like higher online.
Yeah, it's all Zoom.
And you do Zoom,
There's no such thing anymore as, hey, here's my application, here's my face, put the two together.
Do you like my handshake?
Yeah, exactly. None of that exists anymore. Everything gets screened in such a way that just doesn't happen.
Even the resumes are read by AI now.
Was you in that day I was
Hey,
there?
yes. Yeah. And even the resumes, you can create them with the AI on top of it. So it's like you're creating it, then AI reading it, and it's like,
It can write through a resume to make you qualified when you're not.
And then you forget what you put in it. When you, if you're asking me questions about it, you're like, oh, wait.
It's
that was
easier to tell the truth than it is to lie and try to remember
That's
the lie.
right.
exactly.
I just wonder how they do it. Does they will call your, or call your name out?
OSU had to develop an AI to figure out if who was using Reddit and other stuff to
And
do
using
papers
AI.
and stuff for this college student.
Well, yeah, see, I have kids that are both in middle school, and they're like, oh, well, so-and-so did this with this, and I'm like, whoa, man, whoa. I'm like, I understand you showed your work, but
Yeah.
it's literally getting someone to agree to cheat without having to go with the normal ramifications
Yeah.
of asking someone to cheat.
Just FYI, they put me at the very last of everything tonight.
You guys are married, right?
I got to. I mean, I've got to fucking get this deal done. But it's like it'll be 10 o'clock before I get out of here. All right.
If you start smoking, we'll have a little.
Or the lumberyard right now in the lumberyard. Is this one? It's nice. Yeah, about 10:30 to 11. My class is on Sunday.
So the jeans just
That's
stick
the
a
only
little
time I've
bit.
seen you wear my jeans. I worked 2 hours. They hurt it. They hurt.
Well, I
Hey,
know.
you wanna go to that guy there in Hawkins? Oh, I've
been
been
to
to
him.
him.
Yeah, we'll
The
call her
guy
out
that
for it.
realigns them.
6 inches.
He makes them.
Makes them.
Yeah.
Where's that at?
So, I'm trying to think, where is it? You
Yeah.
turn,
It's not the denture.
I don't remember if you turn, if it's the first, no, it's the second street as you come in.
By the first car wash. By the first car wash, not the old.
And then you take a right and then it's on
Yeah,
that.
that's the guy that realigned my first set. I've had 2 sets. They keep telling me my mouth's too small. I go, can I get that running?
He's gonna make me a new set.
The second one fits real good. Well, see, he takes cash only. He don't take insurance cards. Anyway, I went to Dixon's and they did a set, and I thought they were good, but after 2 hours, it's like you putting on a shoe that's too small. I just start hurting right here, this swells up. And then I clean houses, so of course I'm cleaning toilets. I'm not gonna take the time to do this. I just don't wear them unless I go to church or weddings or whatever, then I'll pop them in like I'm wearing a dress.
Dad's on his second set.
I can't do it, it hurts so bad, and I can eat better without them. I can eat
Dad's first set, he was that way.
It's miserable, it's
Yeah.
pure
Yeah,
miserable.
he was absolutely, and they told him, keep wearing them.
Yeah.
They're making a blister in his
Yeah, it was causing sores in mine. And everybody said, oh, you look so much prettier. Well, I don't care about being pretty, I care about not being in pain. You know, call me ugly.
One of the things that they did on Dad is they took an impression of his 3D scan impression before they ever pulled his teeth.
Oh, I never had that. I just had that gift where you,
Yeah.
yeah.
And so, and they did not fit where he was.
But the thing is,
that's what they did.
I had front teeth, and that's what I was like a beaver eating. I was fine. I let that dentist talk me into pulling them all, and oh, you'll be better. So one of the worst mistakes I ever made, but I'm living with it. Hey, got the red belly, no teeth. I mean, gray hair. What's that? I don't. Give it to me. God.
Dad's getting happy with his. It's been a
So where did he get his done this
right there by
month?
McDonald's.
That's the
There you
ones
go.
that.
That's where I got mine.
That's the ones that screwed me up.
That's the ones the second set they built for free because they admitted that they messed dad's up so bad it wasn't
Oh.
fun.
I think a lot of,
Darn. I've seen people either be really happy or really miserable, and I've got other people that don't even have to wear glue, and I'm like, well, good for you, I can eat a hamburger, I'm happy for you.
Dad's second wife wore dentures for 40 years.
Yeah.
Never took them out.
Yeah, see, there are people that I've seen like that, it's either you do or don't, but.
Shorty's, Uncle Shorty's first set he couldn't wear.
Mine's just a partial. For the
I've
back
heard
ones, and
people
this
with
one
partials having trouble too.
It's so much metal. I can eat with them. It just gets all clogged up in there, and it's just gross.
It's a hot mess, period. I don't have time. I live on a road. I go,
They
you know.
one time because I took them out to eat, put them in my napkin and forgot about it.
Lindsay threw my first set away. I had them in a napkin at a restaurant, and she was thinking I set them down in her car. She threw them in. I'm out there in the dumpster looking. She goes, oh, Mom, I said, balls.
Uncle Shorty, his lives in his pocket.
Yeah.
Until he goes to eat, he puts them in, he takes them right back out.
Yeah.
Soon as he's done.
I know people that are like that too, will eat.
he won't even let me use that name anymore, actually.
Mary Ann does. She won't take hers out. She don't want nobody to see her
I
without
thought
her
I'd be
teeth.
too vain, but you know what? I can't stand them. I just can't stand leaving them in. I can go about a couple hours and that's it.
Yeah, that's why I said, like 2 hours, I'm sitting there, and I mean, I'm chomping at the bit. I'll be sitting there in church, oh my God, because sometimes I go
And I start
early for
playing with it,
class.
flipping it up.
It
and
hurts
trying to
so
release
bad,
pressure.
pain.
It's just,
Yeah.
it applies too much
Oh,
pressure.
no, I done caught Dad cracking the cons with his.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's funny.
He's always
It's
cracking
hard to practice.
cons with his teeth.
Regardless, I'll always say she
And the funny thing is, the contractor sitting on top of it.
I just think they built a new house down there, I haven't been.
That's not a new house.
Well, they just had
They
this.
they went in and gutted, that old house. It's,
I remember
One at
that
the
old
end.
island
yeah,
too.
the Brooks house.
It looks nice.
So is it,
Pam Kenderson's doing it.
oh, really?
Yeah.
Kinder, is it for rent?
No, they're gonna sell it actually. I think somebody said they actually already sold.
You're like, I'm a fan.
Oh.
This one's
Like,
Somebody, as soon as they get it done, they're not, it's not on the market
I
yet.
didn't realize Pam
But I
Kinder owned
really,
that.
She owns several of them around town.
Does she?
that either.
So she's very
That
much.
gray house on the other end of the second, all the way at the end.
That's the really nice that they redid.
No, the gray house way down there by where Matt lives.
Oh,
That one that has that giant carport and stuff, she owns it. She's talking about dozing it, putting double wide in there.
wow. I didn't know that.
The one out east on the south side of the road, just past Mike Kerr's driveway, that big house they're building in there, she's doing that house.
Oh,
Been around him
goodness.
a few times.
Huh.
But she's
I
doing
can
quite a
see
bit.
the way she likes
Wow.
him and the things he does.
I know
Which
Jim
is my
still,
son's
I don't know if
like
Jim still has rent houses or not. Your dad. Jim Kinder.
Very few. He got rid of most of his stuff.
Yeah.
He still has that,
Rent houses.
Yeah.
he still has that one down there towards his house. I don't think he got anything left
Thought he
in
passed
town.
away.
Huh?
I don't know why, but I thought he passed away.
No, he remarried Becky and he goes to church
Also
with
put me in
us
a position to understand my mom better.
over there.
So I was like, wow.
No, he's still kicking.
There's some issues there.
He better be, I shook his hands with it.
And
I
we're
was
talking
there
about buying that brick house off me, but she wants to get some of these others done before she does that.
I wish Bill would sell them apartments. He just wants them sit and sit and sit. There's 3 empty right now. And then he's,
At the other end of Maine.
and I told him that I would clean them.
My
Apartment.
Yes.
Oh, they're all.
I'm the only one out there. Been for forever. But I told him, you know, if he'd let me know, and finally he said, okay, I'll clean that seat. I can't do it till he lets me in there. I feel like it's wasted money, but Let me scan the people you pick from my group.
Who owns that?
Bill's still in April. He's
like, I
part,
would've lost.
assistant fire
I would've lost
chief.
it. She was patient.
But they have over at Perkins, but they have a lot of other rental places too, and they're busy people.
I was like, I would've
He
lost
also
it.
owns the ones at
But, like, that
Carney
was the same
too.
way. She was always like,
But
she
believe it or
was
not,
like-
Tryon's are
she was
better
like,
because
I
we
don't
have
want
washer and
anything
dryer
to do with it,
hookup
but I
in
don't
the
want you
yard.
to not have the
That's what I like about these.
When I was a
Over
kid, I was
there,
like,
there's
I do
no
it.
yard
But
up
now I'm
at
like,
Nichols.
I don't know if I want to influence it in my kids.
Was he not gonna do
That's
nothing
kinda-
with the park that burned down?
No, I keep asking him because he keeps saying he's never
Well, I
gonna,
think a lot of fathers.
you know, rebuild. He just don't have the money, I guess, or the time probably.
Well, and you gotta weigh profitability to
Right.
how long are you
I
gonna be
mean,
in
I'm
the
surprised
negative?
he hadn't put something in there, you know, like a mobile home or something to rent or something.
Well, it can't be over 10 years old and a whole bunch of stuff going on.
You know what's really going like hotcakes in the city in Tulsa? They have all these old motels. They're redoing. My sister's in one now. She's in one in the city.
They're renting them for
$620 every 2 weeks. Every 2 weeks, and it's just a room I rent, a bathroom, and which is fine. I can live in that. Trust me. But I gotta have a. Yeah, I can't. I couldn't afford that.
You wanna know what a one
She tried
bedroom,
to push it, but it's like,
no washer and dryer hookup, one room apartment, it's got bedroom, a kitchenette, and a living room, for rent for $800 a month.
Yeah,
I don't see
yeah,
why
and
you-
I talked to people and they were like, 600's high. I'm like, no, it isn't. That's cheap. And he's just now raised their rent. So whoever moves in, it'll be 600. But 2 bedroom, it's not
So
bad.
when I moved from Nashville to here, everything was already rented for that. And my niece, several years ago, she was renting an apartment in like East Nashville that is one of the worst parts of Nashville. And she was paying, and she was on a slide scale. And for a 3 bedroom, she was still paying $1,200 a month. In the worst part
I've
of
heard people
Nashville.
in 1 bedroom apartments paying $1,000 a month rent.
I'm talking about she was in the worst part of
Oh,
Nashville.
yeah, yeah, and they get it. Well, that's my sister in Tulsa. She's right there off the jail, literally right there.
So I've been here 15 years and now I've been watching it.
I'm a local.
I kept telling it because at first he was wanting to resell that property and I was like, trust me, don't. Cause I know where I came from. I said, it's all, and sure enough, everything's steadily been going up.
I've been to 25 miles right here my entire life. From the day I was born to
Tryon reminded me of, so I lived southeast of Nashville, grew up, and then we moved out last 4 years ago. And we had a store and a post office, just like Tryon.
Next week,
And the city grew out. Where I grew up, it was farmland and stuff, it was rural.
we have a new
My kids will tell you they grew up good since they started tearing the projects down in Nashville, and they were moving them out, you know. And so they really did grow up in the hood.
I have
never done this
go
before.
with a bank, post office, hardware store, food cafe, a grocery store, a Napa.
Everybody tells me all this, and I'm like, they say I was hopping.
We had a high school and a grade school. High school burned down the year I moved here.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I knew about the one school, but I didn't know about the others.
And so they combined the high school, and I went all the way through the 6th grade here.
Yeah, I think.
And then they shipped us over to Perkins, and then
It's like, we are just because
I'm not doing 3 years after I graduated, they closed the school here.
what you do, baby?
They took the money out of it.
Because I have no experience.
The city has lost more money on that school building down there
Like I would,
than anything in
if it came in,
Perkins.
I would probably still try to
They'd
do
probably
like
look across both $500,000 on that one
but to continue
That's-
breastfeeding, I don't know.
Almost
The first time I was like, no.
And then they sold off all the time, so the time.
All Main Street, $500.
But like, so a couple of my cousins have had babysitters, and I'm like, well, what did you do?
Huh?
I didn't know that.
$500.
Wow. That is crazy.
I felt very pressured, and I didn't
So I
want
called
them
that
to feel
friend
pressured, but they
yesterday.
Dad talks about the movie theater,
But
Jolene
we fed.
Brothers.
Do what you gotta do.
had two hotels.
Fed.
I know the one. Where was the other one?
He said it was up here on Main Street. I said, like, we'll have a two-story house at the hotel.
Well, has he got pictures of it?
Nobody has pictures from back then. I mean, there's a few floating around, but they're not very good. I'd like to see some of the 80s pictures, because there was a hair salon, Mary Green had the hair salon, a hand salon on Main Street.
Yeah, because they talk about the 80s here, you know, just cruising. Main Street.
One of the bad things that happened to us, so there used to be curbs up and down 105 highway.
Now, there wasn't when I first moved here. When it happened right after I moved here.
Okay, that was Obama. That was that beautified America bill. You didn't have a choice of what
I'm a
they
little
did.
bit frustrated at Tiff
And
too,
so there
because
used
they
to
have
be
Jackson.
semi-truck parking.
And they have.
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah.
All up and down.
I heard that when I worked at the
105.
store.
He doesn't know.
And they could park in front of the store, south of the store, across the road from the store, go where Truck's grocery store was, where Keith's Ford is now, and
Because
stuff.
I asked them.
All that they could park in there and go to the store or go to the cafe or something. And a lot of Wolfville money was in there, but the Wolfville guys got a lot of
Yeah.
years.
Oh, he doesn't.
Yeah.
We'll
We're
tell
not
them
gonna
when
live
the
in
time's
there and buy a
right.
cheeseburger, we're gonna go in there and buy a steak or a steak or a steak,
Yeah.
something like that. And they quit a bunch of that.
I can get more done.
Parks could never do it, so they
Yeah, I don't like that.
narrowed
Narrowed it down.
Parks couldn't even make it.
No, I'm aware. He came up to Congress at graduation last year.
They tried to reopen the grocery store, but they don't
And
make it
this is
fly.
another issue. Connor has no idea this is
And then somebody said, oh, we're $1 here on here, brother.
But I feel I want to
They
do
can't
that.
eat it.
And Connor was
I want a cafe, I want a real cafe,
Yes.
that's what I want.
Me and Sean was talking about that. Yaya's is closed. Travel Plaza is closed, which they still could get a few more before they close.
I have a rumor on people take.
Now I almost got stuck.
I don't doubt that either.
Huh?
I don't doubt that either. They got Amtrak.
Well, they won't own it, they'll just lease it, because the tribe can't sell it.
Then I got down on my belly.
But they're supposed to be hot or something, but I don't know, it's probably gonna be hot.
This morning,
If they do food at all. It'd be like all the other ones, you have this rack with some burritos.
I'm gonna beat three plays so bad.
Well, and decent. Not only
Yeah.
and I know you gotta make a profit, but it's one of the deals that you can't, it's hard. More than McDonald's does.
Right, exactly.
For less than McDonald's gives. Like I said, Tim and them give you really good burgers, but
you're like,
it's a good burger. Real beef, real, you know.
But they never done it regular, and now they're not. You can't do that.
And half the night I roll in there, and I'm like, oh, we already closed it. The grill's not open till Friday.
That's what I'm talking about. You gotta be consistent.
Because I think it's been a year since I last. Tell him when he's ready. And I was like, he's like, oh, 11, when are you here?
My growing is 7:15. I run a circle.
That was his math too. If I like didn't know, and then
justifiable. I can take a grab that, Billy and everybody else, everybody took in on gas, or you don't want to put gas in here and there, whatever.
It's the same thing as like that mom telling me that she can pass the lights like,
Dad,
why are we not explaining to people that these are the same things? I don't know, he hasn't reached out to me, so I don't know if they told him or not.
Or maybe they were just using it that.
Oh, if it get hotter tonight. It wouldn't smell.
Then he come back to
Is it
us when,
Wait on that meeting, it's been going 2 years.
okay.
It's crazy. It is. No.
I said, we ought to get around regardless, you know, already.
It's like they talked about it, discussed it, they talked about it again at the next meeting a whole month later. It's like, well,
No
you're not doing
accountability on the,
And they wanted to be around it.
bookkeeper stuff.
No, it just keeps on and on. It's
But they'll
always.
ask Brittney, what about this? Oh, they did it for me. Or what about this? Oh, they didn't, you know, they haven't got back to
But
me.
then when dad finally like practically working, right?
It's annoying.
How is everything?
It's ongoing. I mean, I've been coming here pretty steady for the last couple of years, and it's nothing changes.
They promised me that. And I've got the same thing I know I gotta give them.
Until I
Because Jackson makes a lot. He makes
It's not even for me, it's for the EQ.
yeah, I know.
Yeah, that will be during the, yeah.
That's what she sent me a month ago, promising me a letter from the city council saying that my shop, there's nothing they can do about it, they're fully aware of it, everything, put the dates on it.
You just got to see.
They promised.
You keep running in.
I know. And that's not from Bradley, that is from the EQ.
I mean, you can try, I
Yeah, that's okay.
don't think anybody's ever tried.
I'm ready to get that.
And
How long do I have to
so,
sit in here meeting?
they'll interview you and then you can go home.
Dismissed that I've had
And
to
then
sit
once they make a decision, I'll call everybody.
still talk to judges and lawyers. I threatened to sue them, drop the ticket.
You guys were
Threatened to
young,
sue
you
them.
didn't know.
My attorney looked at me like, I've done sued them.
She knew.
I get $150 an hour, you're wasting my time.
I'm like, I did.
I know, when you spoke up, they just totally ignored you. I was like, seriously?
Even if he got
You know,
That's what I mean.
I'm like, I can't
You learn
imagine
from those things.
that is not how you conduct family business. That is people just doing what they want to do. There wasn't no reason to do that.
Sometimes, and then sometimes I stay at my house. It's hard to like leave
it's
them.
not you anymore. Everything
can't.
becomes about your child.
It's like the city
And
hall.
it's you're not replacing it
Overhead,
in every
over
single
fucking wall.
It really was.
Get it done.
Sad.
Be done.
Like the other day,
All I did was ask a question about where are we at with it. Well, we're going to discuss it. I know that, I just, as a citizen, asked you a question. That's what I was thinking. I'm like,
It's dusk, but you go over saying, I can't find my.
Todd running away?
And I'm like, just at your house, it's somewhere in your house, I'll come over and I'll look for it.
When
It's
I
on the
was
kitchen
a kid,
table.
what happened?
Oh, she and all, I need my phone.
me too.
Well, honey, now out with you. Like, where was
What are they doing in there now? I mean, it's like,
Chewing on Brittney for doing not her job. Job. It's the same, that's the
Oh, okay.
same crap that's been on it for years. Every 3 weeks.
Well, you just always need the babies.
I said, he ain't
I hadn't smoked in 25 years, and I'm about to smoke.
At least in close enough to get the second
I know.
round.
Well, I don't listen to her half the time.
I got a lady in front of my shop out of the warehouse, warehouse for the past 3.5
So I tried to,
money in it.
so she goes in and she tries to clean the kitchen.
Still,
Why
why would you wanna go with your family?
didn't but that's okay. I mean, I have to go back and like,
Why can't they go first?
and she loves to like, tell me what to do, right?
Why is that competition? It should be.
Yeah.
So yeah, we got it fixed.
Yeah.
So, well, we got the plumbing fixed. The plumbing's fixed, the wall's not fixed. So I'm gonna like, yeah, I can do that. I'm gonna take, yeah, I just got, I mean, just gotta cut the drywall.
So,
Oh. You know, used to be where I used to live was really good. He always was
Well, I mean,
very helpful and,
she's not coming back?
This is a yes man.
you know.
I mean,
That's how
she
this works.
didn't.
So, the city of Tryon, Brad, decided that he didn't like my shop inside the well, so he wrote a letter to DEQ saying, hey, can you please help me get this guy, get rid of all the vehicles and put it around the road.
One person.
But that's the city road house.
Here.
He don't even have vehicles on it. So the local
I would have thought
DEQ
she'd
guy,
be here.
and yes, man, he goes, okay, I'll write him a letter and put a door knocker on it. So he wrote a letter, a door knocker, that stated that I was illegally dumping all my property.
Well, that was the,
So I called him every morning and every evening for 7 days straight.
Well, are they learning?
there's two applications.
And I got tired of calling him. I got a message, hey, something wrong, you left door knocker on my door, please give
For
me
the
a call,
operator.
blah, 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 blah. Every morning, every
Oh,
evening.
yeah?
especially because it was.
8:30 in the morning, 4:30 in the evening, every day, 7 days. No calls, no calls, no text, no nothing.
I don't know, but I'm here any longer than that.
Well, if you're only allowed
The
to.
assistant director. And I said, hey, I got a problem. What's the problem? Well, I want to call him. He said,
You guessed, why would I want my
I'll
mother?
take care of it. About 2 minutes passed, the guy called me. Hey, how can I help you? I said, who do you have me? He's
My
like,
mom
okay. I
was
said,
insane when I was
I am on your schedule. You just tell me when to
Had
be
a
at my
C-section.
shop. We're going to discuss it.
Yeah.
I said, I'm not going to talk
This
to
is
you
the coolest thing
about
I've ever
it.
seen. And I'm like, Mom, what are you doing?
Okay.
So,
So he comes here,
but yeah.
we have this little meeting, and I
She's the one
handed
that
him
keeps
this
it.
letter and door knocker, and I'm like, where am I legally doing? Well, you're not. I said, but the city wants you to
More
do stuff.
respectful of your
I said, where am I illegally done?
No.
What here is a DEQ violation? He said, well, it isn't. I can't.
Well, my mom was,
Versus like,
but like,
You write me a letter stating
my
that I had it.
so my husband was.
I said, that is true. And I said, that's not gonna fly.
feel like I'm sitting in party
He got real apologetic, and then he told me that Brad
Can
was
we
going
put
in the letter
time
telling
limits
him
on
that I was going to use this. I need to clean up around the house. I said, is there anything here that is a DEQ violation?
Not the choice, but because she's
And I
cool.
said, you put that
And
right.
she's a yes.
Not yet, the interviews are on the utility side.
And the city still turn around and wrote me a $500 check for a lease.
She took his keys and.
The town
At
side should
my
be
shop after when they couldn't get the accused one. And so I thought, that for sure. Almost 8 months.
So how long did
Before
it
they
Then when we
finally
came back
fixed me.
negative, she was like, well, you
And
It's on the whole second, yeah, depends on the
this
whole
is the
second.
third time.
Like, that's
I've
part
had
of,
the exact
we
same
have to have
list.
a people sign today. Yeah, and then it's
Every
assembly period.
3 or 4 years, we have city hall.
Yeah.
And then change over. Oh, they said she was.
Same. So that's what I'm after now, is something from the city that states that that's a shop, it's only gonna be a shop unless they wanna buy it, and they're both happily, happily up for time. Y'all would have an actual water barn right beside your water well, have a place to put your water equipment.
Which stage you
Inside out the cold and all that.
They're gonna buy it.
No.
They ain't gonna buy it.
I even said I would give it to them if the deal, one identical to it on my property outside.
She hasn't seen it.
And I said, that is as cheap as you're gonna get, because I'm gonna give you the property or supply the property, build a new one. I said, it's gonna be the same dimension,
So I'm not taking it.
same 6 inch
Anyways,
stone figure,
and she reminds me of me.
We are now.
She's
and all that, I don't
It's
care.
probably just the same.
It's the same size building.
What was it before?
Yes, we
So
we had all these things to do just to open.
Oh, no, that bought it. He gave, $12,000.
It's one of those loopholes in the law where you have the money to
Right.
you know what I mean? It's like when people come in
So they can line their pockets up.
write-offs and
Now, who was it? Who was it that it was on the board?
Sandy Lady Funerals, another one that lived down there on North Main Street, in that corner, she was the one that was really that's the two kids that tied that, she was babysitting a bunch of other people. And the two boys tied that little girl up in the backyard and had their way with her, and all they done was ship the boys off her hands. One of them was 17 and one of them was 14. Yeah, and they didn't take her off the city.
I should have been nicer to my mom.
Of course, Sarah was on there for a little while. Sarah Smith.
Oh, Sarah, okay, well, I don't remember Sarah being there.
She wasn't on there but about 30 minutes on there. She couldn't get nothing done. Maybe closer to a year. It wasn't.
Hopefully we'll have a little more work on it.
She
Yeah, yeah.
Well, when Heather's like, she said, Greta, the sun don't work.
It's not fun. We're a little contactless.
Well, how's it going? Since your son got here and all this, how are you? I was like, well, I just know how mama bears can be. And I'm like, what's it got to do with me being on the board? He don't work here anymore.
Well, this is like the city.
And that's why
I bring that
The
up.
guy that I worked here, we grew up, I got him as I was so we're
How
both.
old was that? That was there.
And so I
I
would
remember when that thing was moved out of there.
It needs to be going.
I had that slow. Maybe
Well,
not.
so Tyler had already just getting married.
Yeah.
But it was this is something we want to do, but we're not going to do it yet because it is something that when we're sort of like it was just like he proposed me in private, but we didn't like
They put it down that he is my brother-in-law and stuff, but it's
and then I was his plan.
his
But
higher.
everybody, we're not married, so that's actually it was intentional. Like we weren't
It was
married, but
interesting.
we were intentionally waiting.
You know, it's the same concept.
In like not a better place because we were financially stable, but it was just like it was in the middle of COVID and it was not the time to try to get it.
Do what?
They won't put them in the move because they have to come back out here. 3 more times.
I'm gonna come behind you.
Let you go in front of me, how about that?
Re-entered executive session. You have a motion to?
Yeah.
James makes a motion.
10 seconds.
Nathan, yes.
Richard, yes. Consideration, discussion, action on matters discussed in executive session.
I move that we accept Richard's letter of resignation with many thanks for his years of service.
I'll say it. James, yes.
Just so everybody knows, I'm resigning here because in May, about the middle of May, and by the 20th, I will be out of town. We've sold our house, people will be closing date tentatively right now for the 20th of May, but it's probably before that. And I'll be living over by Akron.
And so your resignation is effective.
May 4th, the day before the next meeting, so if we can put ads out, get some more applications for board members and get that done so they can take over on May 5th. The second part of this was Brittney Poteet's duties, responsibilities. think we discussed all that. Is there anything you guys wanna add or subtract?
Just that we discussed the, communication options available between the town clerk and board members.
Miscellaneous. 10.1, consideration discussion action on expansion plan questions from the company for south of town.
The gentleman, his name is Omar, was not able to make it, but last meeting asked for like some kind of a diagram or drawing or whatever. So he's dropped this by the office to show you the location down the corner where he's talking about. I don't know if you guys are familiar with people.
So what are these, like 33 lots or so, or?
They're actually gonna be, his goal is to have 50 different houses out there in the housing addition. But he's gonna start back at the, back part, property, he's gonna build a park back there and then build 5 homes back there first. So like start off. When we had the meeting last night, we talked about like our infrastructure, like right now it probably couldn't hold it. But with the audits being free, I got a hold of, Brad and Travis at ORWA, one does sewer and one does water. They're supposed to schedule, they've been busy, they're supposed to schedule to get with me to come look at the guys' plans and to see if that's something that is doable. And what we would have to do to fix the infrastructure.
I would think they
Would
did.
that be far enough out that they'd be on wells and?
You would, but they're wanting to connect it to the water supply. And they're
Which would
willing,
be great, but if they did that, we would have to annex the land.
yes.
Isn't there like a mile between where he wants to put it on the edge of town? Where is the edge of town limits?
Edge of town, right here.
Right,
It's right here.
right, so what about all that land between?
It's almost maybe a quarter mile.
But we still have to put water pipes and sewage pipes.
Yeah,
through it.
going through.
And they did, so they
Well-
did have some funds that they could help put
Did
in.
he buy all of Keith's property?
From my understanding, that's
Yeah,
what
so
he
this
does.
is all Keith's property right here.
So then we would need that.
Just a view from the city of Stillwater, if we have a housing addition that wants to do anything like that, the city of Stillwater makes them put all the infrastructure in themselves and pay it all, and then operate it, for an entire year before the city will take it
Is that
on.
something that you guys will look forward to?
And then we have to pass inspection too.
I guess my question is, would we be able to annex land between the current edge and that property, be able to lay pipe and lines and have easements?
As long as the owner of this land, who is the owner of this land, says he wants to be annexed in, we get annexed in.
Well, and I think we need to also visit with the county, because you guys remember whenever we were looking at that a while back, there was some.
Question on
like,
that.
Yeah,
Yep.
it was different from what the county says about easements, so I think we need to also research that.
Would,
Cause it takes,
would we be,
if we just do the east side of the road, he owns everything from our city limits to where he's going to build. So, most times you have to get the approval, if you're gonna go farther out, you gotta get the landowner's approval from both sides of the road, or wherever you want to use it. So,
would that be able to stipulate kind of like the tribe doing where the water patterns and feed that?
Well, I think that would be a question once we, figure out what our city can handle.
Yeah, right now our city can't handle it.
Well, that's what I'm saying, he'd have to put in golf ball towers and a station that would be able to help increase the capability of the.
Yeah.
I know it's gonna be after I'm on your book, but I'd like to see if you were gonna do it, some kind of engineering study, what they're gonna plan.
He said
and
that's
when the lift station at $60,000.
We've got, the city's got some stuff that's 2 miles out, that they're putting a pump station in.
Pump station.
So he does have an engineer, and that's
make
kind of
that-
what they're, that, they told him that they wanted him to get hold of you guys and ask you guys if that's something that you guys would be willing to do to come up to the town septic. Because if not, they have to go the other route about putting in lift stations, which will affect the size of their lots that they can build. Because they're going to the septic and.
Well, they're limited to quarter acre anyway, right?
I believe so.
Plus, I mean, we need to know what the elevation elevations and everything are anyway, as far as being able to connect to our septic, make sure it's not trying to run uphill and stuff like that too, right?
And that's why I was trying to get with ORWA, since they know our system pretty well on both ends, that they can maybe sit down with him and his engineer and see like what their plans are and go from there, so that they can be better equipped to address you guys or send them.
I think something that size would have to have that
their engineer.
kind of capability of being independent.
They have to present us with a plan and.
For us to hire an engineer to do it, you're talking, well, from 20 years ago, it would have been about $30,000.
We're going to hire that anyway if we do new water lines and stuff like that. We're going to hire.
Yeah, that's gonna be put into grants or
Yeah,
whatever.
grants.
Yeah.
But even at that, it's still an expense.
Oh, yeah.
You gotta look at
So
it.
you want me to touch base with ORWA, get with them, maybe set up a meeting between him and other time and then get them together and issue this.
I'm just worried that you're gonna set up a meeting and they're not, ORW's gonna not have any info from them, because we don't have any plans, we don't have any, you know.
Well, I know the guy has like an engineer, he was just not able to get like his actual plans from them yet, but maybe if I call him
Yeah.
first thing tomorrow morning, and kind of get going, and then get a hold of ours.
Should we also talk to the county about, verifying lines, just so we don't get that information wrong?
But, I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm all for expanding this town, absolutely.
I'm fine with the idea of expanding, like I said, I think just like I said, like with the other traffic, the medical location, if they're gonna add that much of power, they need to be able to be almost self-sufficient and to be able to be a net benefit to the tie-in, not a net draw.
And like what Felton said, and like my experience in Lincoln, developers, they're usually the ones that pay to put in the water lines, the sewer lines, the electrical, the roads,
We don't
all of
have to say
it.
that sometimes they do that for a year.
And sometimes there is a maintenance that have to, in the contract, so.
Anything else? 10.2, consideration, discussion, and action on building update, deck change form, update on balance remaining after current use is paid out and closed.
Okay. There's two places on where I can sign it. After you sign those, when you turn those in, I'm gonna actually fax or scan them in for tonight. That will release the brief on Friday, so that I can give that to Asher, and Asher will start construction. They said that part of it will take them 2 weeks to get finished. So whenever I get clarification from Asher on that, I'm gonna get a hold of the alarm company, our building alarm company, and the phone company, so that they're over at the same time to get that done for the sheet rock. And then I'm also trying to, at the same time, I'm trying to get, an invoice up, like a, not really an invoice, but an invoice from them, to submit to REAP for the remaining amount that is due that the loan is gonna cover. They're just gonna add that to the paperwork that you're signing for the commission, and then they will release those funds as well when they can finish projects, so it could be a month. If all goes as planned, so.
Are we withholding any funds until the project is done?
I was going
The way it
to,
should be.
I was going to send that to you, because I know you have a question on a couple of things, I was going to send, when I get the paperwork from, REAP, I was gonna send those to you for you to look over in the office or whatever.
The final check until that building's done.
Yeah.
Is the inside done yet?
No, that's what they're waiting for, is for the last repayment, the 90,000. And then they should, REAP only releases checks on Fridays. They only release checks on Fridays, so we have to get these two signatures, send them in with them and scan them in tonight, and then they can get processed, and then they'll have their funds on this Friday.
So they're gonna finish the inside and do a deck?
Well, the decking is for above our offices in the building, the kitchen and the two offices.
Oh, that kind of deck.
Yeah, the decking up there to
Attic.
make it more, yeah, like
Storage.
attic, yeah.
You can close it.
Yeah.
And I talked to him tonight about the electrical. He is gonna put an outside 20 amp service by the front door for.
Right. So we can try to get that.
And it should be another one by the library door, 'cause it should have at least 2 outside. He said there's nothing on the wall right now. You know, this is done and stuff. And he's basically saying the biggest holdup has been getting refunds.
Getting paid. That's fair.
Okay, consideration, discussion, and action plan on invoice paperwork. Consideration, discussion, action on department labor training.
We're still doing that. I'm actually gonna get with I would try fire department to it. I don't know if, I'm talking, doing any other training as well, but trying to see if we have any trainings that we have. Maybe start getting something.
Consideration, discussion, action on ADP payroll updates.
So ADP is completely rolled over. I would consider it an absolute success. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it took at most 2 weeks to get everything done, situated, entered in, and our first payroll processed.
Probably less than a week, actually.
Okay, we had one hiccup. One of our employees, her routing number had a typo in it. Usually when they port big companies over, they do it electronically through imports, but since we had 3 whole employees, I'm pretty sure they just hand typed everything in. Oh, we had a typo. Fixed it the next day, got paid, so everything is good. The process for processing payroll now is literally as simple as logging into the web portal, reviewing it, making sure there aren't any errors, and hitting a button. That's literally all there is to it. With that being said, I mean, no disrespect to anybody here, I would really think that we should have at this point, a board member be the one to process payroll. With the problems we had years ago and the problem Davenport allegedly is running into and things, having employees approve and process their own payroll is just kind of it's a danger zone. That I think if we have a board member who'd be willing to twice a month go in, compare the time cards, computer, hit a button, I think that would be a way to put in an additional check just for the future. I'm really trying really hard to say this because I don't want to imply you guys are going to steal from the town.
And time cards and all that stuff is electronic.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, absolutely. So, like I said, I don't want to sound like I'm not trusting you guys. I just think it'd be an additional step, an additional layer to have. So, I didn't know what the four of you would think of it and what you guys would think about changing.
Probably a good idea.
Questions, who's gonna do it? We just prepared it, evaluate here. So that would be something that possibly we have to do without getting that into the accounts.
So you basically would have to log into the website.
Yeah, I mean, as far as like signing checks.
Nope, so you'd sign into the website, you would look at the time card punches, compare it to what's on the computer. If there's something wrong, you'd say, hey employee, this either needs to be fixed or what's going on with this. You forgot to put in PTO here or whatever, and then there's just a button to process payroll and it
And they
tells
can
you what
actually,
there's
you may not
in
even need to go into the office, you can get it assigned and do it from like your personal computer.
But then I don't know how you compare the time punches.
These will send you an email, they went over all that stuff today.
So that's something
You
that's
can
like when I'm
look over
trapped
everything.
in Oklahoma City, while she's helping with her, I can pull it up on my app. Okay.
So then this is a little different. So when we talked originally, we were gonna still have the physical
I can do
punches.
this,
And then you guys are gonna hand type into the week. Did that change when they set us up?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we're not gonna have physical punches, we're gonna scan our fingerprints, and then
Oh.
that's our scanning in and out.
Purell.
Yes.
Buy stock and Purell. We had biometrics at the lab I used to work at, and the rate of sickness just skyrocketed during flu season.
And maybe
So-
it'll help not get so many people sick because they're going through this.
Yeah. So, but that's great then. So then you physically have to be in the office, you have to physically scan your thumbprint, there's no way.
We have to be 10 feet from the building, because we're also working on getting the app set up too, but we're gonna give it a couple days with dealing with the.
And get the geofence in, okay. How do you guys handle sick time and PTO?
That we'll be able to, we'll be able to go on our phones and enter everything, and we'll send the admin, the information, and they approve it from their side.
Okay. So then we definitely need to start using that employee calendar to mark time off, so then whoever, like if you approve it, you can go and look at the employee calendar, be like, okay, yeah, so-and-so was sick here, make sure there's PTO.
And it'll send like every day, there's different settings set up.
Like on 3, what I'm doing.
Yeah, there's different settings set up, like in the morning, it'll send you like, just schedule for that week, like on Monday morning, I'll send you the schedule of who all's supposed to work, when they're supposed to work, you know, time off or whatever. And then it'll also remind you too, which we don't take breaks or whatever, but it'll give you like a 15-minute warning, hey, you need to send him on break or whatever, or he's 15 minutes like coming back from break or whatnot.
Yeah.
So, it'll send you.
That'd be about the same as what Amanda's doing on her log verification and stuff.
Yeah. So,
I get that.
what days do we have to have it processed by in order to get you guys paid on time?
2 days before,
So,
so 13th.
so.
And depending on when the 15th falls.
Okay. So then, yeah, whoever, you guys will have to work with whoever does it. So who do we wanna do it? Are you volunteering it?
Yeah, we have to, you can drop it on a Friday and I'll do it on Sunday.
No, I
I can
mean,
even shoot a text saying you need to check your
yeah,
payroll stuff.
cause it'd be on the, it might be a Monday, it could be a Thursday.
Well, right, but I'm saying it,
Yep.
Friday, Saturday, and Sunday nights, I'm just sitting up there.
Does somebody wanna be a second on that?
I'll second.
Right, so in June, call Nathan, or call Richard, and if Nathan's not available.
That might be something you might wanna
Well, I was just thinking.
tie into, since you
You
already
have-
know payroll and
Yeah.
and stuff anyway.
You have 3 more years, if not one, just in case,
So,
like, for the future, it'd be long
Oh.
term. I was just thinking,
Less changes.
yeah, if
you want me
something
to
were to
be his
happen.
backup then?
I would think, just because that gives the board 3 years.
No, I know, but it's a
And if
computer
something
thing, and everybody's
happens-
always like,
Yeah,
So,
and it just,
yeah,
that was my thought. So
I
you
can-
two are gonna be here, you know.
Okay. But
Yeah.
Nathan's primary, text him first.
Yep, and I've got the county training so we can start maneuvering
I
everything
will,
over
I
that.
will call them tomorrow, I mean, probably on Tuesday or whatever, next Tuesday or whenever you're off, you can swing in.
Yeah.
And I'll just show you what we've already done.
Like I said, you have to explain to me like I'm free.
So then we'd have to make like a manager account, basically,
Yeah.
like account.
Yeah.
Can you make like a generic board member account or something, and then that way if, make whatever password you want, but then you can tell me what it is I need to cover, and then you can change the password the next time. You can leave it.
Okay. 10-6, consideration, discussion, action on the fiscal year 26-27 budget.
Just let you guys know, it's, the time is there, so we'll have it here, so we're just gonna start with that.
That's what I did.
Get something for us to look at next month
Hopefully,
or so.
don't catch me lying.
So how early do you wanna start working on this?
I'm starting to pull stuff now. Well, we also need to try to get QuickBooks fixed too.
Yeah.
That's where we're
Gotta
getting
get
our
quick.
reports from.
Exactly, good problem.
Yeah. Months ago.
Okay, so Monday.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, no,
I will put my calendar to be on Monday.
Because I'm also trying to pull like audit stuff together too.
So what my goal is, just myself, and I know I'm one of 5, but I would love to have a sample budget ready by the May meeting for us to look at. We can make a few changes, approve it on the first meeting of June, have it ready to implement, and then as soon as July 1st goes into effect, we can start on the audit. And just not be one of those things where we're trying to submit a budget 2 weeks after the start of the year again.
And I'm already trying to pull what audit stuff that I can.
Yeah, but then if, I wanna get the budget way done ahead of time, so it's not even in the way.
Okay. 10-7, consideration, discussion, and action on emergency management plan.
I'd like to see what's staying on until we have that. That's why 10.4 will be here until we have plans set up. It kind of tends to go away.
The emergency management, I'm talking with Charlotte, she said Tuesdays and Thursdays, work best for her, and Wednesdays, as long as it's not the last Wednesday of the month, and mornings are best for her.
Do you have you mind sending the contact? Or
Yeah.
Is there anybody else that wants to partner? I was gonna partner with Richard. I know he's needed.
No, he's being
Tuesday?
quick.
Yeah. So.
It's every day that is in line.
I wouldn't have, I
Just
would,
have like 4 days.
I'd be okay partnering with it, Heather, but I gotta get that town website done. And so,
Yeah.
Which I don't mind doing, I mean, just said, let me know.
Well, and so what's your, so she said Tuesday, Thursday, but and Wednesday is not the last Wednesday at 8.
In the morning is
So,
the best for me.
yeah, well, that's for her too.
Like I said, it
Best
also
day.
depends, cause I go to court a lot.
Oh, okay.
How much in advance do you know like what your schedule? Oh, in a
Like
week
this
is?
week is Thursday, I go to court Thursday.
Okay.
So mainly, I know once a week I'm going to go to court, so.
Okay. Well, would you mind passing me her information, and I'll call her so we can try and get something on the plan to get it rolling again.
Don't forget our third Thursday is court too, for us.
You're not gonna sure Saturday. Saturday's working.
Yes.
10-8, consideration, discussion, action on utilizing Google Workspaces.
Yep, so currently I have, the page is, I've started the page, I've got our Google Docs, Google Drive account set up with folders for training documents, agendas, all of those things. I have, email addresses, I have, preventive maintenance calendar set up, I have an employee calendar set up. I have a community calendar set up, but it's not tied to anything yet, it doesn't have anything in it. I was going to create a inventory tool for our, whoever we hire as the utility operator. Is there anything else you guys think is a must-have for now to get started? Okay, so then, as far as the employees go, I would love to see us switch over to the townoftryon.com email addresses, so that way we can start capturing the emails in the vaults. In order to do that, what we would need to do would be to set up a auto forward from the existing ones saying, to the effect of, please see my email address has changed, please update your email addresses, and then your email's been forwarded, and we can set it up for like a year. Is that something you guys need help with, or is that something you're comfortable with?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so then Monday, when I come in, okay. That's fine, I just wanna get the document retention stuff started.
I've been trying to use that more.
Okay.
It's like a habit.
It is, it is. And so, that's where we're at with the workspaces, so.
10-9, consideration, discussion, action on town clerk compensation.
So with the ADP, the way Brittney's pay is set up right now, I don't think anybody would argue with the term confusing. There is this money every month because it's in the ordinance, there's this money every per hour from previous board. I would really like to simplify this. We would have to change the ordinance. I would prefer just to have it removed from the ordinance, make a statement that the clerk's pay is to be determined by the board, and then have it just so that we can have 2 town clerks that make X amount of dollars per hour. And be done with it.
You would have to go back to the very beginning argument that if the position was appointed or elected correctly first, that should be changed first.
Why? Why couldn't we just adjust the ordinance that says, town clerk shall receive a salary of $600 a month?
Because kids had problems with it.
Okay.
And they wanted it clarified, they stated it before they wanted it clarified. And we found the ordinance of where the last board made it from an elected to an appointed position. But then it was kind of muddy on the clarification on that.
Okay.
And then I think that needs to be straightened out first, because then if it wasn't appointed appropriately, then that needs to be fixed before you can combine the position and make it one, and then fix the salary.
We shouldn't continue building on it if it's.
So then how do we start?
Devin,
Like
did you see the, they had a meeting and all that?
I think so, it's been a while, because we've talked about it.
We've talked about it, I don't know.
Like, so back to them.
Yeah, I think we said, I'm not sure I never saw it, but I know there were some, because that was something that Mick had also talked to me about. He was wanting to close it out, and I said, well, there was actual board action done. He was like, oh, okay, good. So he just kind of has disappeared. But I need to go back through and remind myself exactly how it looks.
So it's wording, so what they'll help me correct me too is, it was stated that the administration put on the ballot for the town treasury to be, no, town clerk to be moved from an elected to an appointed, but then it kind of shifted to, oh, well, we made it to where the town clerk and the town treasury could be one person, but that's not what was on the ballot, and it's also completely contradictory to our town code.
Right.
That was,
And that,
did I explain it?
that was kind of my understanding, and I know the codes, the town code provides one thing. And so it goes back to that, the discussion we had, different issue here just a while back about if it's code provision, the board cannot simply through board action, motion, whatever, change the code. That would have to be an actual done at the ballot, town votes. And so I think that was the question that had was clearly the board had done it. It's just whether or not it was done right. Correct.
So how can we go forward on that?
Well,
Send that.
just resend it to me again so I can see the wording. Because then, like I said, that's the question about whether or not it was. I didn't know about the question about, well, what was the question on the vote, the vote or ballot or whatever.
Wasn't that something that part of what we were gonna try to revamp, put in with?
Right.
In the next,
When we do the vote for.
Correct.
Well, you still need to see how it worded and all that, make sure.
Right, but that's what I'm saying, though, was that was one of the things that we were discussing,
Right.
putting into that, to utilize the one vote for
the one election from the
Yeah.
ordinance.
Right.
And we had a public hearing on it, and I think that's where it's at last.
Right.
And we found the minutes, we found the form that was sent to the election board, and we found the ballot, so you should be able to see all three of
Okay.
those.
So initially, we just need to clarify and create a proposal.
We put on it, and then,
And then mix it all with the one election.
yep, which we need to decide on that soon too. So we can actually have this, the next special election we could have is in August. We could have had one in June, but they have to have 60 days notice. And it's $3 to $5 grand. So if we plan it for August or November, I can't remember, then we can actually put it in the budget and all of that stuff.
Right, yeah, but the issue about the board, the meetings that we had discussed, and then all that.
Or trying to get a bang for the buck and
Or,
use all of
again,
it
wait till
at
later.
one
Yeah,
time.
phase one.
Right.
Make that decision later.
They had election, some kind of election today.
Future ordinance change. Consideration, discussion, action on QuickBooks and other options that are available. Any new business?
Yes. Generally have one, but.
I'm with OG&E, I'm Kenneth Corn, I'm the Community Affairs Manager for OG&E for this area.
Renewal folders, we're in trouble.
I just need, well, they've already got,
Oh, okay.
I gave her a copy of it, I came the other day to visit.
Okay.
First of all, I just want to introduce myself. I'm just recently with OG&E. I've been with OG&E for about a year. I came from USDA Rural Development, so some of the grant stuff you're talking about, I can probably help you out with. That's part of the reason why OG&E hired me, was to help communities with those opportunities that might be available to you through USDA Rural Development. And also, I'm a former city manager, so I understand municipal government and all the challenges that you guys face on a day-to-day basis. So one of the things I did at OG&E, and you'll see first thing in your packet, there is a resource guide for elected officials. When I looked at our website at OG&E, it's very hard to find all the programs and things that we have available for our customers and things that you as a city could have access as a town. And so I asked them to put together a kind of a one sheet where you can go, and we have this website that allows you to kind of really get the high version of all the different things, so you can click right on it instead of having to search our entire website. So I'll put that in there for you so you can have that, because I'm sure you get questions all the time. And then the other thing, I put my business card in there that has my mobile number in case you have problems with our service here.
So as we were just talking about, I'm currently working on our town website. Is it okay if I put a link to this, your guys' site on our webpage?
We would prefer you do our main webpage, not that one.
Okay.
But certainly, please do that.
Okay.
So, you know, if you've got problems here with OG&E and you need to reach out to me, please do. This resource guide will also give you the phone number for police and fire in case you have an emergency. Also get you into, if you have assets that you need to have service to that are problems, that you can call in and get a ticket number and things like that. And anytime you have an issue, you can always call me directly and I can try to help navigate the system for you as well. So, having said all that, your franchise agreement, it comes up early next year. And the only reason why I'm here so early is when I got to looking at the election dates, there's no election day in next year before your franchise agreement comes up. So I thought I probably should come over and start having this conversation with you now. And so we would like to maybe put this on the August ballot. And what OG&E would do is we would pay for the election, and we will also pay for all the notifications to be published, and I'll do a lot of the legwork for you so you don't have to mess with that portion of it. The Oklahoma Constitution requires us to go to a vote of the people for a franchise agreement. All a franchise agreement does, it simply says that we have the right to use the utility easements in order to maintain our lines and provide service. So that also means if there's a storm that we can come in and start repairing things quickly. That's basically what it does. In exchange for that, OG&E gives you 3% franchise fee for the electric that's sold here, and then we give you a 0.5% towards free electricity towards your city buildings and things. So that's the basic agreement. I put that agreement in the packet. And this packet that I give you tonight has the ordinance you would need to pass. It has the resolution that would need to pass and the proclamation that would need to be signed to be done to do all of that. So that's basically what I'm here to discuss. And I'd like to see if maybe we can either put it on your next council meeting so I can meet the election board deadline to get it filed.
How about the part of the town that's in CREC?
They have a total separate deal that's theirs. Yes.
We have a special meeting coming up. We're gonna have a special meeting, probably next week sometime, and we put that on that.
Okay. Yeah, I know.
As fast as possible.
Okay, yeah, I'll be out of town until Tuesday night, but if it's after that, I can do that.
And I'll get with him, schedule it.
We'll work around it.
Okay. Are there any questions about the and certainly you can read through it, and I mean, that way, when I come back, I can answer any of the questions you have.
So then your franchise agreement with the town, is there an exclusivity?
No, it's not exclusive.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Do you want to look at Heather? Your name?
Yeah, always. It's all right.
Well, I'm gonna have to change all that.
Yeah.
So, okay, I'll get with her, make sure I got it all right before we bring it to the next meeting. Because I'm gonna have to put ordinance numbers and other things. I also have the wrong dates in there too. I looked at that tonight, so. I just wanted to bring you a document to look at.
Thank you.
And we'll try to get you up the next special.
Okay. I'll just reach out to you tomorrow then. And if you guys don't do anything, I'm gonna slide out, 'cause I gotta go look at some street lights that are out and get them reported, so.
Thank you for
All right,
waiting.
thank you, appreciate it.
Thank you.
Any other new business?
I do. It's probably gonna be on the next agenda, but I just wanna let you guys know. The library needs to be debit card.
Okay.
If you didn't know, Sandy's name is on the debit card. I'm not Sandy. It's not so much an issue when I'm making online orders, but if I make an order that I have to go pick up at Walmart, or when we did the grant and I had to go pick up the tablets from Best Buy, it was a whole issue because I'm not Sandy. So I was hoping to get her name taken off of it, so it just says Tryon Public Library. That was.
They should have had that.
It'll still have
Yeah.
the name on there.
Well,
Yeah.
theirs doesn't.
Really?
Yeah.
I know the library, when I worked at the library, they had a name on it.
I thought that the library was self-funded though. Do you have a?
I mean, we're funded by the state, but,
Okay.
It's not a sole proprietorship.
yeah.
That's weird.
No, I guess, do we have an account then that you guys spend money out of?
Yeah.
They should account.
Okay. Okay. I guess this whole time I was under the assumption that the library account was their own thing, since they have their own board and their own governance and.
All of my stuff's in my packet, it's all the same.
Yes, but to be fair, your stuff in the packet has to change in the 12 months I've been here, and it still shows stuff from like a long time
Well,
ago.
yeah, and I haven't had
Her-
her fifty.
So,
Yeah, her funds that she gets from the ODL or wherever she gets her funds from, they go into that account and that's the only amount of money that she spends. So she doesn't, they don't get that much, so she doesn't really spend that much.
so I apologize, I did not know that was how that was set up.
Could you get a library designated card for each person that needs it? In other words, if there's one card, she can only use, she's the only one who can use that card. If you had a second person, that person would get a second card.
Yeah.
That would probably make more sense than a card name.
I haven't had a business account ever, but I would assume that you can have the business name underneath it signed as a meeting.
Well, that's how it is, it's her name and then trying to
Yeah.
library, but
Yeah.
like,
The one with your name on it.
with it not being me, it's hard to do stuff with it if I'm having to pick up the person because I'm not saying.
Go into the bank and have them issue them cards.
No, they won't actually.
Is this right here, we're in considered a special meeting?
That issue?
No, this meeting we're sitting right now, is this considered a special meeting?
Regular.
We can motion and vote on new business if it's not, just in the regular meeting.
Yeah, this is the regular meeting.
Yeah, so then I move that we, update our library debit card for the library account to include the Tryon Public Library name and our current librarian's name as well. So that she can use it to access funds.
Richard, yes. Any other new business?
I just have, I don't have any business, we really talk about it. So I did get in our packet, it says July 11th, Oklahoma Municipal League. I'm a little conflicted on information because I ended up signing up for July 30th. So is this something else?
There's one for July.
So what they told me was July 20 something, but that's the last day.
Whatever paper I sent you is the one that.
Oh, so that's what it is. Okay, I did it out of Tulsa. I didn't know if there was more. So I'm gonna be
Yeah,
going.
that's why it took me so long to get through it, 'cause I,
Because you didn't want to drive.
I know I'm old.
I'm driving up.
Yeah.
The one that
650 miles a
the
day.
one that I sent you is the next one that's on OML's website that's available for the NOI, trainings, is that what you're talking about?
Yeah. Okay, well, I did one out of Tulsa that I signed up for July 30th. So, I just wanted to. do
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Okay, well, I just wanted to, if I need to get approval, because I did get it's like $95, I can just submit it.
No, but they'll send it to me.
Needed 2 days.
Because usually, anytime you do training, it has to be through our office, because we have to pay for it through our office.
Oh.
So anytime you have a training that you wanna go to, just send it to whatever clerk it is or whatever, and then we have to take care of the bills. And then they'll
Most of
send
the
us-
time, they'll handle this.
So then, speaking of training, Thursday we have an HR expo. You're signed up for it, Heather signed up for it, I'm signed up for it. I am struggling as to why you would need to go to that, since you're quitting.
Yeah.
So that's fine. I mean, I don't have to.
And it's free, so.
Well, I know,
Good
but,
word.
I mean, we've got so much stuff in the office we need to get caught up on and stuff. Plus, then we wouldn't have to close town hall for a day and all of that.
No, that's fine.
Okay.
Any other new business? You're done? Motion to adjourn. Richard, yes.
Jenny, yes.
Jenny, yes.
Much
Okay, we're gonna start the next one. Town of Tryon Board of Trustees Utility Meeting, April 7th, 2026. Now, 7:41. First Baptist Church, 122 North First Street, Tryon, Oklahoma. Call to order, roll call.
James here.
Jenny here, sorry.
Nathan here.
Heather here.
Richard here. Consideration and action on consent agenda. Consent agenda, approval of minutes. March 10th, 24th, we have
No, the 10th was the one that was on the report. Of the 24th.
Yeah, no, I wasn't doing that, so.
I agree. I didn't see anything.
It looked good.
I make a motion that we approve the minutes for March 24th, 2026.
I'll second motion.
Heather here.
Jen abstains, I was not with that meeting.
That's what I remember.
No,
Oh, that's right.
Monthly department head report, we have nothing.
have we fixed any leaks or anything like that?
We'll be talking like, it's on the agenda, the Grant Street.
Okay.
We have, but we have,
Okay.
We've been dealing with sewer.
Okay, monthly financials are non-existent.
other people.
What was that referring
I said, approval monthly financial reports are non-existent, so until we get quick fixed up.
I want this to be the last one we have to table this again. We're not doing a whole lot better than our predecessors with that.
Make a motion to table, the monthly financial reports for November 25th, 2005, December 2025, January 2026, or February 2026.
I'll second.
Jenny, yes.
Nathan, yes.
Heather, yes.
Next item, approval monthly claims.
I didn't even put them in there, 'cause the last time, we didn't do them, so.
I make a motion that we table, November 2025, December 2025, January 2026, and February 2026. Monthly claims.
I'll second motion.
Heather, yes. Heather, yes.
Nathan.
Item number 4, consideration items removed from the consent agenda. Item number 5, public appearances, petitions, demonstrants, communications, and personal appearances. Nobody?
Me, I got a question since you're on talking about the leagues. Where are you at as far as the one on Oklahoma? I mean, not Oklahoma, I'm sorry, Maine, North Maine. So my corner lot, it's gotta be coming from the water tower or the well, I don't know what part of there. But the road's messed up, we now have 2 big potholes. You can see where the asphalt and rock and stuff is getting shoved up on the side of the road, and the ditch at, I don't know the name of that street, but it's south of and on.
Chestnut,
Chestnut?
Is it Chestnut?
the one by the water tower?
Yeah. And like that, the other side of the corner's totally dry, always totally dry, but my side is always standing water.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with it either, so I'll.
Well, we talked about, I brought this to y'all.
I don't know if any active leaks over on that side. I know that we've mentioned about the corner was wet, but when we sent it at the time the operator, they couldn't find anything, so I'm not I don't know of any leaks over there that would flood your corner.
It's been that way since we bought the property.
I know Trey can, but I don't know.
He's gonna bring it back out.
When?
He didn't say, but
Can we?
There is a
can we
leak
find out?
somewhere.
Does it, I mean, if he wants to play with a shiny new drone and we need to find a leak.
I'll come over tomorrow and take a look.
Did
see
he
if I
give
got
you all
it.
this?
I mean, y'all, I've been bringing this to y'all for a while.
Yeah,
I've been trying to be patient.
It's just as we do water meter checks or whatever, there's nothing on the board.
I think we're on it, turn again.
So I'll come over tomorrow and see if I can spot it, the leak is.
I mean, I don't know where the leak is. All I know is that that ditch stays wet year round. No matter how hot, how dry we get, it's always got standing water.
Which side of the road's going?
It'll be on the west side.
I don't know if anybody actively, the water towers, trying to issue the supposed to be contact with that ditch.
The lines out.
Before we move on, can we make a motion to move 913 up, Morse? He's up the very, very end.
Yes.
And I think he's the only one that we have.
I would be happy to stop it.
All right, make a motion to bring Elton Moore up.
I second the motion. I'm confused with this, because last time we talked about this, I thought we had put it a point to where we were gonna write him a letter to basically give him a chance to take a look at, in case of a future board, they couldn't come back and be like, oh, now we're gonna talk about this problem again. Correct me if I was wrong, but I thought that Stephanie, you were gonna write a
I
letter.
think that's right, I think, yeah, I'm right to be able to.
I wrote a letter a year ago that she was supposed to look at.
Yeah, I've seen that one.
And nothing ever, you said you're gonna review it and get it back to me, and nothing ever happened to that. Brittany sent me that, it's the exact same thing, some letter that DEQ sent me a year ago. Nothing changed, nobody signature or nothing, I was, opened it up thinking I was gonna get something, and I was pleasantly disgusted. No, nothing.
That is the exact letter from Andrew Shaw. This is the letter as well that I've got communication on my cell phone where I talked to Elton. That is
But I was under the impression I was gonna get something from the city.
Yeah.
We were gonna give him a letter from the town.
Yeah.
That's what I'm asking
Yes,
about.
this is a letter that I was asked to send him. This is a communication through email of sending him my portion of it. And then the verification on my phone of where I talked to Elton.
The judge requested a letter from, like a signed letter from the mayor.
So then,
But
I just need to draft up, I need to get a letter to help.
The board first
Board,
assigned,
board,
and
right.
then.
Correct. There we go, that's right, okay.
when do you think you might have a chance to get that to us?
I'll have that done by, I'll have that done by next week, I'll have that done, yeah, so,
Who all do we need to sign it?
just the mayor, yeah.
Because we need to get this done, it's been.
Yeah.
2 years.
In my head, I think.
2 years.
For me, it's been, yeah.
I
Well,
spent hours and
I
hours
thought
and hours.
in my head, I
and
checked it off,
court and everywhere else.
because I talked to the two, and there's nothing there, but we'll just get a letter that says that. So,
Let's get this done, please.
yeah, I will have it done next week.
And then on a side note, that water well is making an absolute mess in front of my shop.
Yes,
It has been since for 3 months.
Is that the pole and the
Yes.
elbow?
Yes, we've got closed up on the agenda, that's what we're talking about.
Okay.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you for continuing patience. We will get this.
All right, thank you.
Item number 6, proposal of Board of Trustees to Tryon entering into executive session according to Title 25, Section 307, subsection D1, discussing employment, hiring, appointment, promotion, disciplining, or resignation, any individual salary, public public official or employee. 6.1. 6.1, interview or hire utility clerk. 6.2, review, interview or hire operator, contract labor position. 6.3, which would be the hire, fire, discussion, duties, name change, etc. And then my letter of resignation.
Junior Jeff.
That's okay.
We tend to do it. One step shift to the right.
Oh, yeah.
You don't believe me? I'll send it out, you just remember.
All right, thank you. I appreciate it.
Two for clerk and two for.
I'm gonna leave this in here, I'm just gonna hold it now.
She just showed up tonight. When we came in today and. Yeah.
I thought it was a good idea to be gone on Monday and
Was it?
it was not.
That letter, that's one of those things, in my head I checked it off, I forgot what
Yeah, I
it
just,
was.
like, as soon as I called him and emailed him, I was like, I'll bring you stuff down.
Yeah, okay.
What do they do? They're doing executive session, which they're going to start calling people in for interviews. The darkest one is by the old brown she's in this one. I'd rather than be thorough and ask questions and be out there and I hate talking like public speaking.
Yeah.
After my assessment, it's the best.
Yeah.
Put my thoughts together.
Yeah.
Sometimes that's so tough, but
Well,
I've been doing it long enough. I'm just down here. Okay, like she's stupid. She's the worst.
yeah.
I'm like, I like you.
I just work here, man. I just work here. So I just looked at the thing, treasurer and court clerk are 150.
No, it's not the court clerk, it's the treasurer, and this is how.
Town clerks.
Yeah, the town clerk and, cause I'm also the court clerk too, but that happens a lot in small towns.
Oh, yeah.
So like multiple towns. But, when I started it, I just, the person that left before me is one of our trouble from this lake. She was the town clerk and the treasurer. And that's just how that position always has been.
Yeah.
So when I started, I just filled her shoes and finished out her, her seat, these shoes and left it official. I finished out her seat and that's when the craziness with changing it from appointed and all that happened. Elected to appointed. But, yeah, so those two are her two jobs. The bigger towns, they have like one person
Yeah, oh, yeah.
doing each job. The small towns, it doesn't always work out like that.
Well, if you have enough money to pay somebody 10 hours a week to do that job, but instead I'll pay you 40 hours a week, but you got 4 jobs.
Oh, well, you get paid, I get paid separately for the court clerk. Well, for the, town clerk and the treasurer, that's one position. If they consider one position, so you only get one, paid one.
Right.
Cause you're more listed at the same time.
Well, that, and you don't have to go talk to the town clerk or the treasurer,
Yeah,
you have to talk to
I just
the
have to
town
talk
clerk.
to myself.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
I just sit there and talk to myself all day.
working on top of each other, cause we have no storage, no place to put stuff. Now, was it library go somewhere else? It's over
No, we're in the same building, but in the house.
It's over next door. The library is in there.
Yeah, it'll go with us, but our building is separated, our
She's
offices are
fine.
separated over there.
She's fine. Jeannie wanted me to look in bed, and I said, I never know where I'm gonna come to these meetings, cause I'm usually on the road. And sometimes 5, 6. It's my job. Anyway, I said, but I'm always in town on Thursday. She goes, come by lunch. She don't realize I'm down here cleaning this church at 6 o'clock in the morning. You know, then I go on to another job, and now I picked up another one, so.
Do you just work on your own, or is that like contracted with somebody else?
Yeah, except this one. I've worked for them almost, I don't know. Way back in 2010, I think, when I first started cleaning.
I've been there a while.
Yeah.
If you're in the cleaning business, that's the way to do it. Anytime you go to work for another outfit, what they pay you for what you're doing, it's like, oh, here's $8 an hour. You know, here's $10 an hour. It's like, whoa, whoa.
It's a full body workout.
Oh, absolutely.
My body's feeling it. I don't know how much longer I can do it, but I'm doing it. Yeah, like I said, I have to keep I got 2 calendars, one at home, one on my phone. Every day I'm like, where am I going? I may be going to Shawnee, I may be going to Perry, Ingalls, all of those. And I was starting to talk away. I'm like, what, can't you do? No, man, one a day just kills me. You know, it depends. Yeah. But like I said, Thursdays I usually do 3, and that's because I get up and knock this out, and then I come back on Saturdays, in fact, because it's real bad.
Here.
Yeah. With like the ladybugs and the crickets. That time of year. Oh my gosh. I did nothing. I'll suck you up, get in my way. Yeah. But yeah. So, 2 is, I have the one girl. She didn't come, I think that, she didn't come that. Who is that the one I didn't know? They live in there. So 2 separate, just one day, yeah. I'm trying to get closer, so I need that. They're trying to get up in the years, and I hate saying, they get mad at me, because you know me, I'm gonna speak my mind. You know, if the pants unzipped, I'm gonna tell you, zip that thing, you know, and they're like, shh, like today, they made a cake, and they said they're making it from scratch. First of all, it wasn't okay, it was not. Judy got, Alicia, shh, because she knew, I'm like, yeah.
Probably didn't tell them.
But, well, I would've. But if you don't like it, you don't like it. I mean, I'm not trying to say anything mean. Take it home to your husband, please. There was. She was talking about making me work for next week. I'm like, and my brother, I should buy my own birthday cake.
You know, that's when you throw out the, you know, oh, God, I gotta start watching my sugar, you know, I better not. You know?
Anyway, now I'm ripping out, you know, because, and then you got the new ones. Well, now that I'm working on some Tuesdays, like I go do floors, and then come here, and one Tuesday I'm not even here, I'm cleaning the house, and they get mad burns iron. Nobody can keep things fit, and I like order.
Oh, yes, I know.
I'm all about, it's all gone out the window, so, you know, that's why I'm so chaotic. There's no structure, and I'm OCD, so I gotta have structure.
Their chairs do not go there.
But see, the new people ain't like this, they throw it, cups away with stuff in it like this. I've learned about my time. See, I've been praying for patience, and Lord,
Kim's told me not to do that.
has He brought it on me? But anyway, yeah, I've had to rip out stuff because they go off the line when they're sewing, and I just let it go. I'm like, patience, Lord, patience. He's teaching me patience. Let it go.
Yeah, told me don't ask for patience.
Judy can't see, you know, half of them can't see, and yeah, I can't seem to recruit any young new coiffers. I keep posting. I know, I keep posting.
I wonder what I'm doing.
And I thought about opening it up, you know, usually in the summer I open it up to teach young kids, but I'm thinking, talk about patience, and older people don't have patience with them, and they won't do it unless I'm here. So, you know, I don't mind. Give me kids all day long.
I kinda get a kick watching them, so you can just read all of them, like how to use it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And they,
This is
What
the
was-
sewing
What
club.
was stress?
yes.
Yeah, okay.
And I got this one lady, she's like knocking its way home, I'm making that safe for me. She comes up and says, off the wall, and I'm like,
Folks that make you interested.
no, I know it. But we used to have.
Brenda Eck.
Okay.
Is there no Brenda Eck?
No, she's right there.
What's that?
She's right there.
Oh.
We used to have the ones that started it in the 80s, they're passed down. We've got like 4 quilters
I didn't
passed.
bring no rice with me.
But
But you can tell me.
she was from a professional, and it was all professionally done, you know. It took its time out to do that. It's on, it's there.
Hey Betty, how's it going?
Miss White
Miss White. Oh, boy.
or Mrs. White, I don't know which one they just said. In the library with the candlestick or something.
She's a hoot at church.
I believe that he did.
Now, who are you?
My name is Spencer.
Spencer, and you live here?
I do.
Jonathan Gray. What's that?
Huh?
Well, 2 or 3 years.
Oh, so you're new.
I would say new adjacent, yes.
Yeah.
But I'm not new to Oklahoma. I've been still live for almost 20 years. In Park City for almost 24 years.
Oh, wow. Yeah. What made you move to Tryon?
Honestly, cost of living.
Yeah, I
You
hear
know,
you.
I understand that, you know, it's like I make the joke about Tryon, it's like everything's geographic oddity, everything's 2 weeks. You know, anytime you wanna go anywhere, it's like, well, it's 20 minutes away.
Yep.
Unless you're going to the blue store, everything is 20
But
minutes or more.
I like it here. I've always, this is
I
the
do
first
too.
time I've ever had a town that I felt like, and I've lived everywhere, and this is just
I
always
lived in
been.
Davenport for a little bit, like maybe like 5-6 months.
Yeah.
I lived over there like where construction is, that little tin house.
Yeah.
I thought it like one, like the jackpot, cause I'm like 5 minutes from Walmart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was like, that's the only thing I don't like about living in the middle
Yeah.
of nowhere.
Yeah.
I'm the driver.
And again, yeah, it's the downside, wear and tear fuel, but again, that's not that big a deal if you're okay with that. You know, it's like I've got family who lives in the city, and I say, yeah, I'm in more there, and I'm like, oh, that's way too far, like, that's 30 minutes, what are you
So
talking
you
about?
don't have any family that's close, yeah.
Well, I mean, Guthrie.
Oh, yeah,
So, I mean,
that's
they're
not
like-
too bad.
I used to drive down 105 to Guthrie.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
I like going down.
Like
I
the
love
rules, like listen to like.
Mine's got a roller coaster.
I love it because you can
Remington,
see.
my son, Remington hates going down the road. He gets like bad, like sick, like car sickness. Like I can't go down the road with you, bro.
That's how my brother used to be. We used to carry an old coffee can every time my brother was
That's how,
in the car.
well, Allie's medicine, they've changed her ADD medicine. So like we have to carry like an old jug around for
Yeah.
her. Like she looks the
Yeah.
wrong way. She like, oh,
Yeah,
I was like,
exactly. That's how he was.
My difficult children.
So when's going on? What's her deal?
I didn't ask her. I did text her, probably because she had to pick up Benny. You know, her boyfriend. He works for my brother over in Wellston's there. She probably had to go pick him up.
Almost 7 years.
I don't know. She needs a job though. Me, if it'd be me, see, I'm different
I would've
though.
told my
I
girl-
show up on time
girl
and I don't care what kind of job you gotta put me to work. That's how I did Gallagher. I ran at construction. They said, we don't take men. I said, put me on the job. I'll work everybody, and I did it. And then they wanted to hire me. That was back in the day though. I couldn't do it now.
Oh, 3 years ago we lifted all those tables, remember that?
Yes, I can't even
We were all
hardly lift
bent
them
over.
now. Yeah, my back. I was like,
My back
"Ugh."
too.
Yeah. That's how I am now. I get off work. I'm like, oh. Can't get out of my own car.
Me and her, we were having to listen together, and then here comes.
And I used to do it all myself back in
And
the
then here
day.
comes Lindsay, just picking up one
Yeah,
by herself,
yeah.
and I throw it in the back of the truck.
Yeah.
I'm like, girl, you're making me look bad.
That's, them heavy ones, I'm glad they got rid of them, but, yeah. You can see a line on this carpet where Robert Moore, he drove me.
They were so heavy.
I ain't care.
They probably weighed like 50 pounds.
I've never seen a table that heavy.
I remember-
It's like those fold-out tables.
Yeah,
Me and you were trying to look.
yeah.
I was like, oh my God, I don't think I can do this anymore.
Yeah, the stuff I used to do, golly.
Well, it's like
Yeah.
they make all those fold-out tables plastic, but I mean, I'm not youthful, but I'm old enough to remember when they were seriously heavy fold-out tables.
Yeah,
That's what these
that's
were.
what these
That's what I'm
were.
saying, yeah, you had to truck it.
Yeah, they were, I don't
Yeah.
know, they were made out of iron or something.
Good jobs are going. No, not really.
You good? I'm gonna go home, get
Okay.
in bed, I gotta be on the job at 8 o'clock. Bye.
Yeah,
Love you
bye.
guys.
Talk to you later.
Hey, good meeting
It
you.
was nice meeting you as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just. How have you been? Oh, no.
We didn't know for sure it'd be another hour.
I could tell it won't happen.
Because they had to wait for the end.
I mean, I don't know, they just didn't, like,
I'm telling you right now, I would probably want that, like my own job.
well, I don't think she want, I don't think she can work for it. I think that's what they want.
And she probably doesn't want to work with me, so I'm devastated.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, I don't know, going to walk in.
Yeah, like you turn, like almost like you turn a resume, it was like check you later, bro.
She knew it was 40 hours, didn't she?
I don't know, because it, I mean, it's listed as free.
I figured she went outside and ran her off, but that's why I asked you.
Oh, I'm not.
Well, I mean, that's pretty strange. I mean, it's just asking for you one street before you sit 2 hours and some change. You know what
Right.
I mean, like,
They came in late too. They weren't here for most of the
right.
town meeting, but yeah, that was.
Which, I mean, he told me 7. I said, what time to start? He said 6. I said, okay,
Yeah,
6.
yeah, there's no time.
Joseph?
Was it your Harry Potter move, or is that what?
Exactly right, there we go.
I was trying to say, where's the wand? I keep trying to like look at all these tattoos. Like, maybe do that something.
Some of them,
Right,
some
right.
of them look a little like, perhaps, you know, you've ever seen those vans where people put like a winged horse and a wizard on top of it?
Yeah.
I get that kind of vibe from the thing. I could be wrong, I haven't had close to.
Did you,
And you can
say
tell
that?
he's got completely different styles of tattoos.
Yeah,
You're
it's
right,
like one
you're
arm's
right.
waiting to see the other's angry, you know?
Did you hear what I said to him when I handed him his check?
Yes.
Highway robbery.
Oh, my day is going.
You should be glad I'm gone. I'm always like, no, so what do you do?
Can I get a financial statement?
So, like I said, like he's so salty about you going to go to that whole HR deal. Like,
I
you
don't-
do a free thing.
I don't understand why you can't go like that.
Well, I mean, I'm not, I'm
I
saying,
understand that, but that,
That's
this is
weird,
what
but-
I'm looking, I'm gonna try to say this without saying too much of a conversation we've had.
Yeah.
Other options
Yeah.
that may be coming up down the road.
Right. So, and that's, I just didn't want to bring it up right
Yeah, and that's,
But I'm gonna say, hey,
yeah, I would get with Jonah and
Yeah.
be like, hey, this is what our thought process was. Because if that was how,
Because,
that will
yeah.
help you in that position.
and if,
And I thought I talked to her about it, but maybe I didn't, maybe I forgot, I don't know. But I thought I said something about it.
She was just so understood. You're quitting. I was like, God. Like, she.
oh, I am paying attention to her. She didn't mean anything by it.
Yeah.
We're friends, me and her are friends, so.
She's very by the book type lady.
she,
definitely type A.
she knows her stuff, like
I'd rather somebody be like that on the board than one that just sit there. And-
Agreed.
And we have to wake up.
Yeah.
Like, what is it?
Are you
What
right?
is it being on the board?
Yeah.
Like, you just approved financial, you didn't look at. We haven't even give you a financial and emails and you just approved them. What are you doing? Oh, let me see this.
Yeah, right.
Just, when they were putting the board, they received salary from
No,
the state.
no, this one, no, this is, some towns do, but ours don't, because we're smaller.
Right. When
But
the
yeah.
money's not there. I
Yeah.
mean,
Some, I think Davenport, they get $50 a month.
Well, they used to get their, utility bills, and I still think they should.
They used to get their utilities paid for.
You're still not billing me.
I know,
He's a loser.
I know.
We're actually gonna fire him.
I just
Are
see
you
people.
complaining?
Agreed.
Jenna is.
And
Jenna's like, we're supposed to be paying this.
Eventually, someone's gonna go back and start looking to see if it's
Yeah,
actually
so
been done.
it was really hard.
Like, see, we had this clerk we had to fire. We blamed it on his heart, but.
Whoops. I'll get that fixed.
And he has fixed a couple of them, a couple times it's defaulted back. I just can't wait till we burn that
Why?
system down.
I just paid it last month, just.
You did pay, and I had to it's written down because it won't take you, I had to put a payment in there.
Put
before
it
you get it.
manually or something out.
Yeah. Well, it won't take, since you're an employee, it won't take a payment for you. So I had to write it down, but I'll get you guys fixed. I mean, I think you're the last one I have to do.
Can you separate it since I'm not the employee and she is? Cause the account should be under my name anyway.
Yeah, you should be able to separate it.
It's under your name.
Yeah.
Separate.
Is Jenna on his account?
I
It just shouldn't matter.
don't think you have.
No, because the
That's
account
what I
was
thought.
established before she even moved down here.
Yeah. Do you want me to put her on the account? I mean, I can as a occupant.
I mean, you can, but
She's like, no, I don't want her on my business.
is that going to,
It won't affect it.
It
will
doesn't
it
affect
complicate,
anything.
will it complicate that problem more?
No, it'll that just gives her, like, if there's an issue with the bill, that's more or less giving her authority to be like, hey, you screwed up our bill.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Can you fix
well,
it?
yeah, that's fine.
I don't know if I want to put her on there now. I think I'd rather deal with you. She gives me a hard time.
Yeah, you guys get your utilities covered? I would think you would. Well,
Yeah, we
yeah.
did. Yeah, the numbers do.
I would think you guys would have that covered, but then again, I mean, all the stuff they're putting on their plate, it's like, it seems like got a lot of free time. You know, like,
I'm sure I agree.
that's what I'm saying. What is the word free time?
People think this being a small town,
That
it's
it
like
doesn't
it's
have the
not,
same.
it's
it
not,
does.
it's probably worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I first started, our paperwork has tripled, because the people before us wasn't doing anything.
Right, well, if you let.
And no POs, no nothing, no paper trail.
Yeah, if you service.
And we had some problems with the people that had the position before us,
Yeah.
with the embezzling and.
Oh, I'm familiar with the story.
Okay.
I knew about Tryon long before I ever moved here. Like, I'd heard of murmurs and hushes where this is where fellas would go to hide for a while.
That's a while, that was true.
Yeah, and it was
I know
a,
there's a couple.
it was the Wild West out here for a while.
It seemed like that.
I had some friends in Perkins that were unfortunate acquaintances with the brothers of the fellow who was the sheriff here. So I knew long about that long before I ever moved here.
Who are their brothers?
Do what? Yeah, 3. I'm younger than him, but not by much. If I'm 37, and I think one of his brothers is my age, you know.
Just so they know, does that mean leave?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can leave, John or one of them.
Yeah, I'll probably call you.
All right.
Spencer?
You mean?
I'm getting.
Count.
You too, talk to you later.
Thank you.
You wanna apply for a job? Go for it. We don't discriminate against nobody. Well, John.
I give verbal warnings. don't need to take care of.
Tell Jenna, you should have told her, Jenna,
I haven't seen her, I'm going
Jenna,
to.
don't pay the police bill.
I am, you realize I don't pay the police bill, right? Like, that was one of the things I got in trouble for. Not paying the police bill, and I don't pay the police bill.
That's my bill. And I told him, like, well, I didn't pay it because we didn't have the money. Not that we didn't have the money, but even though we did.
I don't know how Eastside got, I mean, I don't even know.
Well, just like the BNC,
Yeah.
they tried to say that we didn't have all those invoices paid, and I found 2 of them that was paid. And then the payments I've been making, they've just been putting it to whatever invoice. I'm like, is that your problem?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm like, we paid all, I think I had to pay 3 of them. So we also hadn't gotten an invoice for them. I'm like, how about,
Oh, that's like Lowe's, they don't, like, they send statements, it's like, I can't pay, I don't know how many times I told them, I can't pay, if you wanna get paid, you got to send me.
Napa's bad about that too,
Napa's
but Napa's good about you calling them and
And yeah, they'll send it right away, but Lowe's isn't.
No, I hate Lowe's.
I mean, I still, like, am waiting.
I hate dealing with those invoices. I was so glad when Diggy totally said it, I was like, oh, it's like angels here. Or calling to add or take somebody off there, that's worse than dealing with QuickBooks. I don't want you.
Edwards isn't, Edwards is easy.
No, I meant, no, Lowe's.
No, I know, Lowe's is horrible.
All you have to do with Atwoods is email them, and I've got the little deal in my file. Yeah, Atwoods is probably the easiest one.
And they always send an invoice, like, I need to pay them. I think I pay, I think they pay that.
And the farm center kind of sends it at odd times, like it's not on a regular basis. Like when Brandon was here, he had that chainsaw done or something.
Oh, yeah.
Chainsaw fixed or something. And then
I still haven't paid the invoice with the koozie on that because they won't tell me what to do, like, I need to bring
I
that
told
to.
you, I wanna pay for that, cause.
I haven't paid that invoice.
Because if you pay for that, that's just as much as you embezzle as it was
Yeah,
Brandon.
I mean, I haven't paid that invoice and
Yeah, that's gonna have to be brought back up and dealt with.
because they never told me what to do. They stared at me like I was stupid. I mean, I know it's just a sippy cup, but.
But it's the point that he used town funds
Yeah.
to charge at Atwoods for him. It wasn't a sippy cup, it was a tumbler.
It was a tumbler.
It was like a $25 cup. That's not an authorized.
And he never
purchase.
asked me, ever.
That is not an authorized purchase, and then you kept it, and then you hid that you even did it.
Yeah.
That's theft.
Who did that?
Brandon, right?
Oh.
Jamie, right? And that's not the only thing he's trying to do that with.
That's not a surprise.
No, it's not. That's why I made him.
Actually, I think I did hear about it.
And then you try to go 3 times to the gas station and charge gas and go up his personal.
And there are some things I've seen, like,
And then we're missing our brand new steel chainsaw
yeah.
that he had access to. There's a bunch of our tools are gone in our shop. Tons of tools are gone.
I mean, he's spending like hours in that.
And not getting
And I thought, it's gotta be like.
You gotta have the dirt cleaned up.
And
You've had to level the dirt.
And
for
then,
how long
and then
it's
when I
been.
went in there, I was like, what, Brent, what have you been doing? Like, nothing's done in here.
No, that's right. And then.
And you didn't even share. That's what makes me mad. Cause I would've gone there and cleaned that whole thing up in about 2 hours.
You better watch who hears that. I don't believe you.
Oh gosh, with my heart, if I did like even,
Like if I have like.
that would kill, I'd be dead like that probably.
I was trying to wait for those 2 guys that needed the community service to take a day and go over there and like clean up the whole building and do like an inventory.
This is what happened with those guys.
Don't make me into that church. He's lazy guy. Probably more for the smoke as we went on. I could not imagine. I've been broke, but I could not imagine just sitting around for months and years, just being okay with being broke, no money, mooching off people. No, I'm talking about his best friend.
Oh.
Like his best friend's in Washington.
You know, I took Jimmy to Perkins on Saturday.
Why'd you take him to Berkeley?
He asked me, he said, hey, can you take me to Perkins? I was like,
Where'd you take him?
to that on cue. I don't know who he said he was gonna go, they were going, mushroom, what do they call chaparrals?
Mushroom Park?
Yeah, it's like, what kind of mushroom?
I think Michael knows. Yeah, and don't even get me started on my ex-husband. He's, oh God, I can't wait to find him. I just never in my life thought I'd have to be in this position, but here I am.
Well, at least you're not a caretaker for a 90-year-old woman that like doesn't really like you.
Said you have to call mom.
Because I have to call mom. Yeah.
Oh no, I think admitting that that is your baby daddy, that's pretty bad.
So
I don't know what I was thinking. That's probably not a bad thing.
I just don't like when he talks like
Mushmouth?
Mushmouth from the side of Brittney Poteet kids.
I just don't get it. I don't understand why. Like, I would want my own money, my own vehicle, my own stuff.
Well, I don't know what. So he came in this morning, and I printed out but he was waiting to get the tire fixed, I think.
Well, he said he got 69 meters right now. I'm like, why is he bringing meters up?
So, well, because it's time
It's the 7th.
of April. We haven't done April yet.
Yeah, but is it April usage?
It's March usage. March is was February.
March just got done like 2 weeks ago, a week or two
That
ago.
was February's.
I don't think so.
The ones we didn't send out.
I don't think so.
Really?
Yeah, I think they're reading these are
So, maybe.
because they may have not got a bill, but people's been coming in and paying it.
Oh, so they did. So.
Yeah, because those, and I told Jimmy that this morning. I'm like, I think your read meters way.
Yeah, he's reading them too early.
I'm like, I know all about like John's what you've done before you.
Oh my gosh, you know what?
You're like 3 weeks.
I think I put the wrong date on there because I put March. Would it be March?
No, the bill.
No, the last month. The ones I just put in, those were March.
Yes, those were March's. That would be April bill.
Okay.
So he's reading meters now, which would be April usage. It's only the 7th.
Yeah,
They're
but
coming back really, really low. They don't know why.
Oh my gosh.
I better stop him on that.
Are you guys gonna be in office tomorrow?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Cool, thanks guys.
Why did I think I was so far behind?
I have no idea.
Because Jimmy usually doesn't get them done until the end of the month.
I was like, what are you? He comes moseying in with the clipboard. I was like,
Oh wow, I'm gonna have to
what are you doing? And he was like, John, stop me read meters. I'm like, I looked at my calendar. I was like,
Listen to John, he's an idiot.
I'm like, today's the 7th.
Oh, so I can get.
I'm all about doing it early, but dang, they just got a bill like 2 weeks ago.
So I'm gonna have to. I didn't realize the Sharp was working because I can print those bills out on the Sharp.
Yeah, well, it's been on a fit. That's why you probably thought it wasn't working, but it is now.
That's better than Chinese.
I stopped like showing up his old wall kick it a couple times.
It's better than having Chinese.
I don't know why it does that. That's just stupid. I'm pretty excited if Tara calls tomorrow. From Carney, that's gonna help us with
Oh
Christmas.
yeah.
She tried to tell
Why'd she
me.
come? Why'd she come?
She's interested in having stuff in it. They're trying to change a bunch of stuff over there.
Oh.
She's already.
I mean, I called and talked to her for a long time today.
I talked to Terry before, but then we just got so busy, and then they were going through that whole infrastructure change over there.
Yeah.
And me and Kim's taking them cookies and stuff over there.
Well, so she likes Sequoia, but she's like, I mean, like.
Yeah. She talked to us about that at court. She talked to us like me to do.
Oh. But she was like, I don't know if it's the best one for us, but she said, but now that it's cloud based, so she's happy. Now, what's her name? Marsha loves it.
How long has she been using it?
20 years.
Okay.
But they have, like you said, they have like 1,000.
Yeah, they have over 1,000
Yeah.
customers. So that might be good for a bigger
yeah.
system.
Yeah, I think we just need to get the one that we've seen. I mean, it's easy.
You look at they don't be like, yes, go to current software, and jump over table.
We have a legal, or not a legal, a financial question for you.
For me?
Yeah, just kids. Hopefully you got it.
God, I can count on that. I never had a stroke.
Hang on, John.
She's trying to push them on the current software.
Yeah, I want that software. That is exactly what we need.
She says Jim's the one who's dragging us.
Yes, yeah, he's tabled it like 4 times. I'm like, why? If you have questions, you have the contact information. Call. That is part of your job.
Yeah.
It's not just, oh, well, I have a question. Look around and think, because he said he wants to know the other towns that use it, so we can like call them up to him. Go ahead and do that.
Yeah.
That's part of your job as the board member. Yeah, go ahead and do that, more power to you. Or here, I'll look it up, I'll forward you the information, nothing ever gets done with it. And then we're tabled it 4 times.
Yeah, that's.
I'm like, the longer you table it, the worse that department is getting.
I think she's hoping to line it up with the new budget, because I think it costs more, but
Yeah, that's the whole
still,
price. But
they
just
need
like,
they need to make a decision and get it.
yes, implement it. Luckily, our payroll that just got switched over, that they only charge us based on how many employees that we have. But we get so much more with it, more benefits with it than with the other one. But this software right now, the longer, like by the day, the longer we wait, the worse that the department's already in shambles. Let's just make it worse. If you had that much of like a serious conversation you wanna have about it, and you were really that intrigued on like wanting to know like how, you would have made the effort to call. Call, check in yourself. But no. Here we go. I told you to just take it, just tell it. We're gonna vote on it and we're moving forward.
No, she's trying to get Heather on board with it to try and move things along.
All she needs is Nathan and Richard. She just needs 3. Even if they said no. We gotta do something, cause I feel like a broken record every month. So the customers, oh, I have no idea what's wrong. No, I do know what's wrong, but it's gonna take too much to explain to you. And then it's gonna make us look like we're stupid and don't know what we're doing.
budget, I haven't even started the budget for next year.
How are they gonna do that?
Nothing there.
But how are they gonna do that?
So one of them, Joseph, will be the operator. Spencer will be his assistant.
What was it for?
2016. We can do it till July. I mean, there's enough money there to do it till July. And they can't get overtime. There
Is
can't
that
be-
full time?
Mhm.
Both of them?
There can't be any overtime.
I don't know, cause we were struggling when they raised it up with.
We're really not because we haven't had anybody. So that money is just sitting there.
I don't know.
I mean, I know that there's still a lot of money in those two line items.
But it doesn't necessarily, I'm not really
You're back in.
necessarily looking at it like that.
I'm thinking, I'll talk to you tomorrow, but just to get the details from the letter, but I'll get that.
Okay.
All right.
Alright. That's not necessarily what I'm talking about.
Everybody left.
Amanda's like, what are we gonna do for dinner? And I'm like, well, since I'm leaving in 5 minutes, I got one of 5, apparently nothing. That's what it is. Well, I didn't have the Xanax.
Public speaking is fun.
We're gonna have to start bringing it.
Can we get that camera?
Should have brought one of the trays of dough.
Before you go?
Yeah, just open up that dough and then I'll push that right back on the third back.
Okay, we're recording again.
Not yet.
This deal?
Oh, yep,
Yeah, pop it out.
Oh, yeah.
It's
And there's your red back on the back.
Make sure there's a light on the microphone.
It shows to me every time.
And it should say recording in.
We have a motion to re-enter the meeting.
Yes.
I make a motion to re-enter meeting for executive session.
A second.
Heather, yes.
Richard, yes.
Okay, consideration, discussion, action on the matters discussed in executive session.
I move that we offer the utility operator position to, Mr. Jones. Joseph. To start immediately at $20 an hour, salary.
I'll second
Is that capped at 40 hours a week?
Yes. James, yes.
Heather, yes.
So, the pay, yes, not the work.
On the interview and hire utility clerk, I think we're going to re-advertise.
And let's make sure we put in there that it is a full-time position.
I make the motion.
He moved the motion.
Say second.
Heather, yes.
Richard, yes.
contract labor position.
No action.
No action.
I move that we accept Richard Meyer's letter of resignation, again with many thanks for his years of service,
Effective May 4th.
effective May 4th.
Heather, seconds.
James, yes.
Miscellaneous. 9-1, consideration, discussion, action, Grant Street issue update.
Okay, so I had Laura come out, and I really like these guys.
we've also called other companies, they're just.
Yeah, with the other companies, these are the, they're the ones that
So they're the only company that
came out.
came up.
You'll see that they're, so the first page is the well house one, getting it redone.
Is that the one by Elton's property?
Yes, yes, and it's in really bad shape.
It is.
And the second one is well house two, getting, the, ventilation.
Oh.
And then the last one is the, Grant Street, and look at that price.
And that's for everything?
That's for everything. He's not gonna charge for taking down the fence.
Trees in that quote.
Trees in, the trees in the quote, everything. Trenching, twos box, I mean, it's all there. Now, I should let you guys know this too. So when they came out and they did it, I had them look at 3 different things. What's her name? Yeah, Rita S.
We're having a sewer issue that I texted you about.
And it was on her side. And she didn't have a lot of money.
Is that the one you called me on?
I think I did.
Or someone called me on, and I
Yeah.
said, no, that's not, if they're flowing, there's water, it's not our side.
No, it was their side. He fixed it for you. I mean, the tree had, the roots had lifted up the line, so it was like, and she was so upset because she didn't know she was gonna get it fixed. And
Is that the one I talked to you about?
you don't see that very often,
No.
guys like this. So I think they,
It wasn't the same, it's not the
No,
same.
no, I know
Yeah.
it's not the same
Yeah.
address, but.
That was a conversation.
For that.
so
This is just, the Grant Street is just the one going north and south.
Yes.
yes.
How about the east and west?
Well, the east and west one, that's like 2 different issues.
Yeah,
right
that's
there.
what I'm saying, there's 2 issues.
We have to fix the north and south one, the east and west one, we're not even touching yet. Because we're gonna have to fix the north and south one so that we can have them come back in and resurvey that line so that we can actually find the spot again.
And know where they actually.
Yes, yeah.
Went in.
Do we have $27,000?
Well, it's something to keep in mind too in the notes, if we have to hire someone to do concrete work on
And then,
estimate.
yeah, and I'm gonna have to call him
7, 8.
tomorrow, cause he will have to do concrete work.
Yeah, so, okay, so that's what
Yeah.
so we need to,
Yeah, and I thought he understood that, obviously he didn't, so I'm gonna call him tomorrow.
Include bypass pumping.
and then, yeah, that's what I was gonna say, the second one, and then,
Where do you see that, Heather?
Bypass
this one,
pumping.
Oh, I
bypass
see.
is the 7,
Okay,
7.
first page, sorry.
Yep, 7, 7, 7, 8, both have important notes.
Yeah.
And then the hours on the 80, estimate 80 plus.
So you're looking at about 26.
Yeah.
No, that's for all 3, projects, yeah, that's for your,
Well, that's what I'm saying, you combine 6,000, 5,000, 13.
so Mike, I do have a question, so, the loan was approved by you guys, what happened with that?
That's a good question.
Well, because this is what we're waiting on to see.
Okay, because, I mean, we can't, they will only talk to you 2 about it, so,
Yeah, cause I've already sent in all the paperwork, I told them to contact you too. So they
That's
can-
you. Okay, that's okay.
Yeah.
That's who you talk to.
No, you know, you two. You two.
But that's the only thing, we didn't have nothing to go by, or estimates to go by to find out what it's actually gonna cost us to fix. I just don't wanna go to the bank and go, hey, I need
yeah.
$30,000,
And now
and
since
it
our.
turns out to be $40,000, to fix the issues, so.
Might be
Well,
good.
that's
We
what I
might
was
call
saying,
tomorrow
his
about the
estimates are
refresh
coming
too,
up
see- check with
26
different
and some
departments to
change.
See what's available right now.
Yeah, and I can look at it, there are some grants available right now that are specific to things like this. I just gonna have to look and like.
The problem we're gonna have though is, those grants, it's a time thing.
Yeah.
Right.
We need to get this done now.
Well, so
for
the Grant
WA,
Street-
Are they with emergencies, have we really pressed in on that at all?
The emergency for, say that again?
For the ORWA?
For assistance?
Yeah.
We really,
We try to schedule what's up, but it's hard getting it back because they went through a spur over, they're busy. And there's certain things that will prioritize that job over
Yeah,
us. So
yeah.
that's-
Well, but I think some of these are, I mean, it.
Well, the Grant Street definitely is.
Well, it doesn't, it might be an emergency, this might be an emergency to us, but if they're having like a boil order some other town, that is an emergency, that's our priority.
Yeah, but I think if there's not that, and the possibility of us being the emergency, I think we should at least.
I'll call, I can
I mean,
call
I think-
tomorrow.
But then we're adding more time to it. It seems like every time we talk about this, we make a decision, but then,
Right.
well, what if we stop and wait and talk to these people? And what if we wait and talk to these
So
people?
what's the bottom line on this?
27?
27.
And change.
That's why I said, but allowing for overrun on the notation.
So, however,
Setting on 30.
I recommend that the Grant Street project, it's 13,000. That we get that done first, like,
Yeah.
it needs to be done. And then the
Grant
well
Street's
houses
a well
need to
one
be,
is
yeah.
absolutely priority.
Yeah.
Well, we could probably hold off on that.
So what is the issue with well two? Does
It just
the
needs to,
ventilation and
the chlorine, where the chlorine stored, ventilation in
You're
there.
gonna have to
So
drill
we-
into the wall, the
Yeah.
ventilation system in there.
So do we have a situation where employees are walking through a room that's full of chlorine chemicals with no ventilation?
Yes.
That is a huge OSHA violation.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
And not only that, but that's a big concern to me. I mean, I remember chemicals at the lab when I used to work at it, and those came in, little bottles.
And those are like 55-gallon barrels.
What
Yeah.
did you guys do the loan for?
I believe it was 25.5.
Which would mean we'd be sitting on 5.
Does Or Construction take payments?
They do financing, so
What did you find out?
he didn't go into
He
detail.
came over twice. The first time, there was a different guy, they were like switching stuff in the, company. It kind of fell through, we checked back with them, this is kind of like a last minute thing, he came back over and gave us another quote. And he just gave us, the updated ones, just a little bit ago or whatever. So we really haven't even been able to look into, like, the exact details or whatever, mostly just wanting that.
Yeah, I wasn't able to get a hold of him today, but.
Why don't we, given we've been sitting on some of this stuff and the other stuff is.
It's not going away.
Well, I was
It's
gonna
just
say,
getting
it's
worse.
kind of a dire
Yeah.
situation. Why not go ahead and hold the 25.5 that's on the loan? Then we can set the task on trying to get grants to replace it. And then if we have overrun, we can try and budget financing the difference with overrun.
And we can
That
call
way
for them
it's
for the
already
different
covered, we
grants
get
and
all
see
three
if
of them
that's,
hit.
like, if we purchase it now,
Yeah,
if they'll
and
cover
we
it.
have the ability to come back and repay it.
Can you get a grant after?
Well, the grants haven't come out.
Sometimes a RIG grant,
Oh.
there's been indications of a RIG grant.
Some grants you
I can
can.
tell you the RIG grant has been out of money since November.
Yeah.
And we already have 100 towns in line for July.
There's also another Lori Johnson, I might be able to go through her, she works with, ORW, like a couple of different groups.
Well,
And there's
shooting
other
the
funding
grant
that
would
she
be
would be
just
able to.
an
yeah.
attempt to repay.
And they, yeah.
But-
So, your opinion?
She- She's one of them.
I mean, as long as we've been sitting
Yeah,
on
I
this,
mean,
it's about the only
if
option
we have
we've
the
got.
money for payments, I think we gotta pull the trigger. We gotta
I mean, we've been
I really was hoping
dancing
the
around it.
ORWA could help, but I guess. that's-
We'll see, I mean, I'll call him tomorrow, I'll call
Well,
him back
just,
tomorrow, but.
just say, before we do this, we're about to have to get a
Yeah.
loan, not knowing if
Right.
we can get a grant to pay it off, just
Well,
seeing.
and that's why I say it.
Well, they're not gonna be able to do the digging and the shoring. All they basically do, we'll be able to do is just set the pipe back in.
Right.
Take the old pipe out, put the new pipe in, that's all done.
And they can't do the concrete laying, can they do anything else?
They
with
should
the
be
well?
able to do the concrete, because we talked to him about it.
Yeah, I don't know
Because
why he didn't, I don't know where the
Because
miscommunication was.
those
because he
things have to
didn't-
be 12 inches off the
Yeah.
ground and ours ain't, and they said, oh yeah, we can do that, we just have to
ORWA said that.
No.
afford it.
Does ORWA do concrete?
No, they won't.
So if they were to help with the well houses, what all would they be able to do?
They could help with the construction,
Okay.
like the actual construction of taking it out, putting it back in,
Okay.
the electrical.
Okay. What about with the ventilation?
The ventilation, they could possibly help with that too.
Yeah.
I would have to triple check with Travis, I can actually call him.
But it's such a mess over at Elton's.
Take a saw.
Yeah.
Have a hammer drill.
Over and over and over, we can cut the grass a little bit, and see if we can get it up on them.
And at some point, soon, Elton's that it's gonna start doing messing with construction.
I'm more worried with well one, like, it has nothing to do with Elton stuff, like, I'm not saying that's not a priority, but my main concern with well one is that if well two goes out, we're done.
Yeah, so, my deal is, I think, like I said, we go to Payne County Bank, get the loan for the 25, whatever.
Pull the trigger, plan on covering the difference.
Get the Grand Street thing done, get the well number one done, and,
We're gonna grants to get loan too.
He's gonna finance the difference and then work on the grants to back out of the finance.
That'll be priority
just let me
tomorrow.
know when I gotta go there and sign.
Okay.
Is that a motion?
I make a motion.
I second. Jenny, yes.
Heather, yes.
Who seconded? Nate?
I do. I sniped her.
Richard, yes.
And he said he would come talk to you guys, like the three of the guys, and I think you guys should meet him at some point. Yeah.
I mean, it'd be great, but we gotta get this done.
Yeah, oh yeah, yeah.
Well, and then that's,
I mean,
we're looking at a 3-stage attack, that's the only way we're gonna get it.
We're
Yeah.
lucky we don't have tens of thousands of dollars in fines at this point.
Oh, I
Yes,
know.
we're looking
Oh.
to have work with us.
Yes, and at any point, ORWA can just be like, you know what, you done it,
We're done.
it's $10,000 a day, get it done.
It'd be a whole lot
So,
cheaper.
get with the bank, find out,
Get it straight out tomorrow.
yeah, if I gotta go up there tomorrow, I leave.
They might let you adjust
I just
too.
try to get you around like 11-ish.
I leave like 12:30.
9-2.
I've seen them where they'll allow you
9-2.
to adjust, so if it's approved and you go, but can we do it for this? And then if they say no, okay, I'll take what I can get.
Okay. We'll check into that and the other, grant people that we've been talking to and touch base with ORWA.
Time like a glass of Jeffrey before we
Before
sign.
a fourth or fifth item
and-
coming up here too.
Yeah, but we
I'd
got to.
rather
got to
have
get-
3 bullets in the chamber than sit there and go.
But it'd be great if maybe they're, not that they probably ever are, but maybe they have us.
9-2, consideration, discussion, action, Oklahoma Alliance Consultant.
I'm gonna put this on hold. I will also contact them tomorrow, because they're another one that said that they could, help us quite a bit.
No action.
We thought that as well, yeah.
9-3, consideration, discussion, action, on utility shops overhead bay door.
The only one that I found, this is an older quote, but when I talked to the same company, I called a couple different companies that Nathan has sent me. That is an older company, or an older quote, but they have not sent me an updated one, but they said the prices are the same. But that's to fix the overhead door in the shop.
Still water ends.
But I'm still waiting on, I want an actual update.
Oh, well, that's not.
No, it's just.
Yeah, no.
My brain's at numbers.
Well, and I've not seen any figures whatsoever, so I'm
On the doors.
on town money, I don't.
That's.
Well, that thing's pretty well fried, cause
Yeah, it's.
I got it knee high, less than knee high, and it bound up, and I was like, well, I can go get the tractor and use front end loader to let this, but we ain't never gonna get close.
Did they turn in insurance and vandalism?
Plus, we need to work it.
You're not giving those ideas.
Like the
Bad
way you
Richard.
think.
Bad
Like the way you
Richard.
think.
As far as this
I guess
amount,
we can touch base back with that, like after we find out about the grants and the stuff tomorrow, maybe if we don't have to get so much in.
And I'll call Stewart over at Jordan to find out what their issue is, what it is.
Put that on the next meeting too.
Special meeting.
9-4, consideration, discussion, and action on
Yeah,
utility
somebody
truck
needs to-
repair.
Tony's just right there.
Utility truck repair?
It's the front end,
The CVC axles or whatever, it's terrible, like the whole, you can't get, you don't even have to really drive very far. I thought the front end was fixed last time we took it up to Rusty's. Yeah, I've
Well, he
asked
said-
John for the itemized invoice or whatever, but you can't drive it.
Which truck did we take up there?
The white truck,
White pickup with.
yeah.
the utility truck?
What did they do to it?
I know new tires.
It was supposed to have been doing, front end linkage and brakes, and, but he didn't get into the four-wheel drive.
No, we didn't. We got new tires on it.
Cause that was only,
Could be just because they haven't been using it, he's starting to like up too.
So, this is for the, not the
It was only
Tahoe,
$3
pickup.
grand.
Do we need to have the pickup right now? If we were to hire a water operator tomorrow, would we need to have both the Tahoe and the pickup
They could use the Tahoe.
and the police truck?
They could, but we're starting to have problems with the Tahoe because the battery, we're having battery issues in the one
I
truck.
think the battery issues in the light truck.
But then the tires, he had to buy two new
I
tires
think
on
two
the.
tires for the
There
Tahoe.
was really need new battery.
One of them got a new battery.
That was Tahoe,
The Tahoe has a new battery.
unless they took it out, so it's one off.
I know one of them got a new battery, cause
yeah, we did the tires, and, what can we do with, I hadn't really got the locks. I didn't do it.
No, the lock's in there.
Because if we got 3,000 right there and an overhead door we have to buy, do we have
Power
to?
steering pump was the second piece, and then.
I was thinking if we
just
could
the
pull the
linkage,
invoice
like
that
the
showed that that
drag
should have been
links
fixed and it was paid
for
for,
the
then we can go
ball
ahead and
joints
take
and
it.
stuff.
But if it's
We
not,
didn't get into the four-wheel
You
drive.
have an estimate on it at all?
no, I need to pull his
Yeah, we
itemized
actually have
invoice.
Perkins Tires did it.
Cause I was under the impression that the front end was getting fixed, cause we had problems with the front end.
It's a whole different part.
Yeah, but I was gonna pull that itemized invoice to see exactly what was supposed to be done. Because if it was supposed to be fixed.
Should have been like ball joints and tire, linkage and the steering box.
But to answer your question, and I think
I just know
we
we
could,
spent some money
if we
on
had
it.
one of them
$3
that's in
grand.
good shape,
Yeah.
we could
You can go and
leave
start
off
it,
the
now
other
you
one
have to
for a
like
while.
drive it, but like 2-3 feet and you can hear the noise. And like, it's just like, it's not shaking, but it's terrible.
So I would say,
A little
that
bit.
if we have to get the overhead door and it wasn't something they originally said they fixed, let's hold off on it, and if the Tahoe is functional.
For driver around
We're
town.
past winter, which was what my fear was that we'd get stuck with nothing through the winter, so we've got a little bit of time.
Well, we didn't
We
have
can
anything
use the
on
black
it.
truck for pulling a trailer or whatever
Yeah.
as interim, so we have some time to work with it. We can mark that into budget line.
Or we talk to OG&E, maybe we have some old trucks.
Yeah, they've been companies done it before.
Yeah.
Or the phone company, that's where that truck comes from, the phone company.
9.5, consideration and discussion action on water testing schedule plan.
Okay, so we are way behind on water testing. And well, because that's part of the utility operator's job. And we haven't had anybody. So I've been trying to do it as good as I can, but still, it's not part of my job. Now, there's a solution. Heather has graciously offered to take that over.
So I do need to go and learn.
Well, so I called Accurate today.
Mhm.
Their next class is in June. So, but I'm gonna put you together.
So I visited with them too, and they said they do not do any classes in June.
She told me today it was June.
So then they say the first full week, so anyway, so they said that they don't do, because they do their yearly for the end of, or I think it was like the last day of July, and then all through June, so they don't do their classes.
So
They
this
do-
is is the water testing class that we talked about?
Yeah.
It's only 4 hours.
So we're getting conflicting. You called Accurate Labs, cause he
Yeah,
told me
I
it
called
was,
I called
he said it
Accurate.
was a 4-day training. We could cut it.
That's to get your license.
Yes.
It's just to get.
Not the water,
Right.
not the Class D, or it was just to be able to touch, so we're having conflicting information.
Yeah,
but
she said,
he
I
said
didn't
it's
touch-
not a license,
No.
it's just to collect samples. I would not be touching any chemicals. But he said our next due date, and it really has got to be done, is June 30th. So after talking with him, and I have emails here, he said it would be, so they have 2 day for each, 2 day on the water, 2 day on the lagoons. questions,
Well,
yeah.
we'll have a
waste.
utility operator, but then we can send him.
Well, yeah,
Yeah, if he starts immediately, that's tomorrow. So
Mhm.
then we have to send him, there's no point in sending two people and he's gonna be our full-time water operator.
Which he's already got a Class D license.
Yeah.
So
He doesn't even have to go, he's already got.
so he did say that if you sign up for both, it would be training in 3 days, and it's $150 a day, so obviously we
Okay.
should go on and do both, so it's $450, so this is.
So that's not what they told me today.
Okay,
So
well, I
they-
can show you emails.
No, I believe you, but I think that 150 sounds like the D license.
No, cause he said I couldn't touch chemicals.
Cause she told me
That
it was,
would
she
be-
told me it was a 4-hour class on a
Well,
Saturday.
I talked to a Danny Chance, and I have us all in email, everything he said.
I'll call him again tomorrow. I mean, maybe she misunderstood me, but I just asked her if she.
Well, the new guy thought he was gonna have Class D.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's not big enough.
So it's not, yeah, so it's not, but it needs to,
But he-
to,
June 30th, he said we have to get our samples in.
yeah. And so I called, so
It should take no time for
DEQ,
Danny to get, or not Danny.
I
For Joe to get caught up with that.
Yeah.
Yes.
different answers from DEQ. 1% of DEQ says you have to have your D license to do it. Another one said, no, you don't have to have a D.
See, that's what this Danny guy said, he
Yeah,
said,
yeah.
as long as you're not touching
Chemicals,
chemicals,
right.
you can take the training through the Acura, but if
Right.
you're touching chemicals, you have to have.
Right. So I didn't want to start a civil war with DEQ.
Yeah.
Well, that's fine, like I said, Dan, Joseph take care of that,
Yeah,
so.
okay.
Next.
So, no, not next. So the plan though, the schedule, right, cause this is on the testing schedule plan.
Yeah.
Can we, I have a Google Calendar for preventive maintenance, can we get that on there? That way Joseph or whoever hires it, it's already on a calendar that can pop up and give.
Sure, yeah, there's a calendar.
Yeah, and I would
Yeah.
also wait until Joe does start.
Drinking water,
And then,
branch,
cause he's
sample.
gonna know,
Exactly.
he's gonna know exactly what needs to be.
Locations.
Yes,
And
back
you can
to
call
you, yeah.
accurate, get information from accurate of exactly what testings are, that we're behind on.
Yeah.
And he can make his own schedule.
I could still use help with.
And that'll be-
And what's
I could still
scheduled,
use help with.
put it
Yeah.
We have
I
about,
want that on a calendar, that way there's reminders and, yep.
I still need help with, we have about 100 people that are on the lead and copper testing,
Yeah.
which we don't need that many, and some of them don't live anymore, and some of them aren't even alive anymore. And
Well,
then
he did say if the house was not lived in,
right.
yeah.
So, and then but we only, for the back T, we only have about 10 citizens on there for testing, and that's
He
the
said
one we need
10
the
copper.
most.
Yeah, he said 10 copper.
10 copper, yeah.
Yeah.
We have about 100 copper. The back T, which is the bacteria one, we only have about 10 people on there.
Okay.
We just need to update the list.
We need,
So-
I mean, because that's the one that needs to be done every
How
month.
many do we need?
20 would probably be good.
20 more,
Cause
yeah.
cause they don't use the same one every single.
You can't use the same one.
So the information Danny said was 10 copper samples, there's 30 locations, that there's a list of sites that we have to use, that's on the DEQ website.
Yeah.
And he said, ask 10 residents to collect first thing in the morning, no showers, no toilet flushings, only people that are living in the location.
And that's the copper and lead, which I'm not as worried about the copper and lead as I am the back T, because
Yeah.
that's the one that could make people really, really.
Right, and he said there's 8 locations.
Yeah, we need more than that.
For the bacteria, yeah.
So I was hoping maybe you could, I give you a list of people maybe, and,
Yeah, well, no, I wouldn't be able to do it if I don't
I would
take the
just,
class.
just get with Joe.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
okay.
mean,
Joe can take that.
I'm all about learning it too, once he learns it,
Yeah.
and kind of seeing
Different
it.
areas in our
well, it's not gonna hurt to have a
Do
backup.
you need to
Yeah.
get inside the house?
So-
You know, it's
It's usually
single point
inside.
failure.
Yeah, I
Well,
mean,
like the sink.
something we haven't
As long
had.
as it's a double handle faucet, not like the little.
I was gonna say, cause like in my house, I got the external right there. in the-
But they said that there's specific locations. They have
There are.
8, and then there's 30 for the copper.
Okay.
But they
Wi-Fi
did
now,
say,
Our customers in town, there's certain customers in town that is on that list, and we have to use those
Mhm.
customers for that testing.
Right.
That's what.
But
we
some of
do.
those customers are no longer
I was gonna say, I don't wanna know
Yeah.
what's inside
Well, I
my
mean,
house.
so like
If you
for
need to
this
pull
one-
one from the outside, just walk up there and do it.
we have 30 locations, but you have to do it first thing in the morning before they use the water at all. but this one says 10 copper and we have 30 locations, so we should be able to. What I was gonna say was,
But some of those locations aren't people that are
They don't live
citizens
there.
here anymore.
yeah, but I'm saying that's,
You can't, so you can't use them.
yes, but we have 30 locations and he told me we needed 10 samples, so surely, hopefully, I mean, anyway.
That list is severely outdated, it needs
Very
to
outdated. Some-
go,
I
we need to
mean,
go with the.
half those people are dead.
Yeah,
on there.
contacted some of our.
Okay.
I'll give it to you.
So what I was gonna say was,
I'll give you the
Joseph-
list. I'll give
yeah,
you the list.
Joseph, and then
Yeah.
in the little, because I think this class is 450 for a 3-day training for both sides, and they offer it the first full week of every month except for June, because that's when they do their renewals.
But
That's
Joe
when
has
they-
his class D, so he doesn't need to take that class.
No. Oh, right.
Well, I'll find it, you know, I mean, they're
I
just a
mean-
little confused. That's not what they told me today,
Well,
so
that's
I
fine,
just
so
need to
they,
get.
I mean, we just had to figure out, but he
Yeah.
sent me emails, and he also talked to a second gentleman.
But
um,
I might have had her confused, so I'll call.
But I was just saying, as if, as a backup, it won't be hard to quickly get on it now that we
Yeah.
know. It's
Yeah.
the first full week of every month besides June. So if something happens, we can't get this far behind.
And we're gonna try to get the other utility people involved.
Yes, yeah, so.
Okay.
Okay.
Moving along. Consideration, discussion, action on expansion plan Delta Town.
We talked about that already.
Already talked about that. Consideration, discussion, action on a spring cleanup day.
We usually do spring cleanups, like the weekend before Easter, but Easter is early this year. So, when I was looking at the calendar, I was thinking, like the 17th, 18th, and 19th, I believe that's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I believe, to schedule it for the spring cleanup. 18th does have a small chance of rain, like a 50% chance of rain, but it's a very slim amount of rain we're supposed to get. So more or less just needing you guys' input on,
What date?
yeah,
What month are we talking?
April.
April. You thinking next weekend? Cause I won't be able to.
The 17th, 18th, and 19th.
Is a week gonna be enough time to give people notice that we're doing a cleanup?
That's,
I mean,
Wait, is that the?
or we can move it to, we usually have it in April, but it's not saying that we can't move it to May.
yeah. Maybe the first weekend in May. And then that will give them time to.
Wherever it is, but
I see first weekend, right?
Alrighty,
Weather pending.
so first, second, third,
Yes. I make a move.
I'll second motion.
Attorney, yes.
Heather, yes.
And see if we can't get some community input on it too, people that maybe can't clean up their own yard, might need some help, things like that.
Consideration, discussion, action on plumber for alleyway beside the American Pride.
Okay, I put this on here just because there's a residence in that alleyway that is probably gonna cause a problem. The trailer over here across the street is having some sewer problems. They had Willie come out and snake the line or whatever, they claim that there's nothing in their line. We've had a plumber out, I can't remember what company came out several months ago to check if they're having problems with it too. And they said that our line was clear and we didn't have a problem. Well, we relayed it to the residents of the trailer. They really didn't do anything about it for a couple months. Well, they started having problems in their house about it. And I relayed the information to them again about what the plumber told us. That's when they had Willie come out because they don't want to pay for a plumber to come out. They had Willie come out, Willie had like a little, like a house snake or whatever, just stuck it in there. I know.
And I looked at it, I went and looked at it, and it doesn't look like there's anything clogging our part. And I thought maybe it'd be a tree roots or something, but there's nothing.
And it could be further, further down to where, the tree roots are affecting his line, it's got it all knocked out or whatever, but that wouldn't be on us anyways, but
Yeah.
they're griping and saying that they've already checked it, that we need to get a plumber out, we need to fix it because it's our fault. Need you guys' thoughts on like, that could be easily $800, $900, $1,400, depending on what they're gonna do coming out. Or if they run into another problem or whatever. That could be a very expensive, having them come back out, we've already had them out once before. And knowing who they had come out and
check their line in the first place is kind of,
So walk me through it again for the downline there.
walk which part.
Yes.
They had, for all of it, several months back, like last year, they were having,
The 119, name.
no, it's 23 East Cherry.
Cherry,
It's right, east of Elton's garage. It's my ex-husband's house. Uncle's house, whatever. Clive's gasoline. They were having
So it's
sewer-
not
It's right, it's literally right
has
there.
an S.
It's a
South-
trailer.
Yeah, it's a trailer house south of.
Yeah, I know.
Southwest corner.
They were
across the
having,
street from Christian
sewer
Church.
issues last year sometime. We had a plumber come out, cause they said, oh, we checked the lines, there's no problem on it, but they were having sewer backup in their yard. So we had a plumber come out and check, make sure it wasn't on our side, it wasn't on our side. They really didn't do much about it, they were trying to get it fixed, or said they were trying to claim to get it fixed, or whatever the price was. Well, never got around to getting it fixed. Well, they started having problems again a couple months ago. And we told them before when the plumber came out last time, like, it has to be on you guys' side, because the plumber's clearing our lines, it's not us.
But the plumber was
Willie.
Well, yeah, they recently had Willie come out a couple months ago, like,
And snake
maybe
their
2
line.
months ago. And snake
With
their line,
the
which is like a
6
little
foot
house.
pipe.
Probably.
Yeah, said that he claimed that he ran it 50 feet down their line and didn't hit nothing. So.
And there's nothing clogging our exit.
How far to the meter?
It's,
Drain, it's in that alleyway.
yeah, it's like right on the
We got a manhole there?
Yeah,
Has it been lifted?
yeah, I looked in it, I don't know, yeah, it's flowing.
How about,
I haven't gone
The one
out,
across the street is
Across the
seeming to.
Yeah, I haven't
it's like-
gone there.
They closed it down, they tore the school down.
okay. I'm trying to think where the next one would be.
They do have clean outs in their yard.
Christian Church.
I'll have to
It's
look
gonna
and
go
see what,
south.
I think it was that.
It's gonna go towards the lagoon.
Yeah, it's gonna go
So-
towards the lagoon.
Does that go to the park? Like, does that line go straight to the park?
Yeah, but there should be right there in the alley behind, there's one right there by the Christian Church now.
Yeah.
But I don't know if there's one on the south side of the road.
I have to double check that.
Yeah,
It's been a while
I'll-
since I've dealt with that alley.
But there's, the one there, there's flow, like,
Okay.
it's fine.
It's flowing, if you know, because it would be backing up if there's a stop.
Yeah.
Even at that manhole in that alley, it'd be backing up, so.
So that's why I put it on here.
But they're insisting that we should get a plumber out to look at it?
Yeah.
Tell them we did.
Can we get a plumber out here and look at it and tell them that if there's nothing, that if they don't find anything on our side, then they're responsible for the cost of the
That's where I
plumber?
was going
can
with it.
tell 'em that.
I was fixing to go with that same thought.
Have them
There
sign
you
it.
go.
Yeah,
All
yes, they
there
have
over
a
in
sign.
Harry.
Have a
The
sign of
okay,
agreement.
whatever, that I sent you that one time.
Was you
Daryl?
gonna resend me his number?
Yeah. Daryl's got a heavy duty machine that he can link onto, so he can go 50 feet, tie another one onto it, go 100 feet, whatever, with a cutter. If we pay for it and they find out and he says, oh, it's water roots on their side, within their side, they get the bill.
Okay.
And if they're willing to take that
It's no
chance?
matter what the bill is, they have to pay.
I'll let you talk about it.
The bill
But the
automatically-
plumber has to know that too, though.
Right, well, that's why I said, you call him first.
Yeah.
He worked with me on getting my lines and everything from the house to alley and all that nonsense down to the tap.
I'm just saying though, if that
But
manhole.
his
if you lift that-
machine is a bigger
But if you
machine.
lift that manhole, if there's a blockage on our side, the water's gonna be down in that manhole.
Right, and that's what I'm saying, is if we contract to call him out and he comes in and says, there's nothing on your side, he runs the line and he pulls out water roots, they pay the whole bill. Because it
I
ain't
don't
on
think
us.
Slidus has that kind of money.
Well, Mary's taking,
Care of it?
yeah.
I wouldn't even say that far, I would just say have them look and determine, not have them snake anything.
Well, that's the only way.
Well, that's
Is that the only way to do it?
That's what I'm saying, is if he can limit, if he's
No, no.
gotta go to that point to eliminate it.
Well, I'm saying don't have to fix the problem, send that bill, just, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, be careful with the cutter.
Does he have a way to camera the lines?
Well,
I don't know, you have to ask him. When you call his phone number, it goes directly to his cell phone.
Okay, yeah, just send me that.
So you'll have to call him, 'cause if you text him, it'll be next week before he ever.
I think we went through that the first time.
Let's move on.
signed letter.
Consideration, discussion, and action, Oklahoma lift station.
The Oklahoma lift station, we had Okie Plumbing come out, it's both, motors have went out. So, and this is the first time since I've been here since we've had any problems with the lift station. And we're having to have somebody come out like every 3 or 4 days to pump it, and that's $1,400 each time he comes out to, pump it.
He said the price would go down.
Well, that is going down because he raised his price.
Oh, that's
40.
nice.
Yeah.
That's nice. It's $1,500, then he goes, hey, it won't be half that next time. Then, I raised my prices this time, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, thanks for
And
that great deal.
that's the pump that he found sand in?
Yes.
Was like, and he also was wanting to know if I would ask you guys if he could come out, like when he is in this area and needs to dump, if you guys would care if he dumped in the lagoons.
And he would give us a
You know,
discount.
once in a while.
That seems like a really slippery slope. No pun intended.
I said, I'll mention it.
Yeah, I did too. I didn't give a, he asked me to, and I was like,
Well, and on top of it,
We even asked him, I'm like, okay, well,
we're
what
gonna have out
if?
there to watch to make sure there's nothing else going in the lagoons
Yeah.
that shouldn't be.
But even if that, like he wanted us to allow that, like usually he has to pay quite a bit to dump it anywhere else. And he would be getting it for free here, and he would not give us.
well, and I told him we would do it
He
for
came
free.
to
I might
calculate that for
do it
us.
for some.
Like even if you give us like a half, like cut it in half for our discount, because you are dumping in our lagoons, like
The
you wouldn't
weight
do
of
that.
that.
We don't know where that food's,
Not-
we don't know where that food's coming from.
Yeah, and
Or
I
if
think
there's
that's
anything
just
else
a
in it.
liability.
Yeah.
Well,
We can't.
that was like the second part of my conversation, but like I'm just like, you're wanting us to let you come dump
Whatever.
in our lagoons and whatever in our lagoons, but not really cutting us a deal with like when you have to come do.
Well, I told him he'd
ours.
have to give us a really
But
good
even if
deal.
it was a good deal,
So what are we doing about
I don't,
pump station?
I think the liability
That's
is, yeah.
the part of the crappy conversation.
Not
Okie
only-
Plumbing,
Not only
Okie,
that, but what if backing up he damages the dam or something like that?
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
We're up to fixing the pump.
Okie Plumbing will be out on Thursday to look at the lift station and to give us a quote on how much it costs.
On Thursday.
Yes. He's waiting on the address from John of the exact location. John went out and got it right before the meeting. Gonna send that to him and we'll go from there. And if I can happen to find a grant, the grants will pay for that, so don't get a crappy mood yet.
Yeah, cause there are quite a few grants for lift stations, like.
Yes.
Okay, consideration, discussion, action on current utility software.
Okay, so you wanted me to call around and find out what other people have? So I did.
There's I think I put it in folders too.
Um,
There's the other town that have it.
So Acre has Sequoia software, which they love it. They've had it for 20 years. They have 1,000 people on
Those are the
there.
ones that use current software.
They have 1,000 people on their list, so 1,000 customers, so it works great for them. I pulled it up, Jenny, you might wanna pull it up.
Pull it up.
Their website.
Current software?
It's called Sequoia software.
So is that a city management software?
Yeah,
Right, so which is gonna be
Let's-
like 4 times the software.
right, I don't know what the cost is because you have to talk to the sales manager, so I don't know what the cost is. Carney uses it too. She wasn't as big a fan as Acre, and then Wilson uses G-Works and they hate them just like we do.
I talked to, the gentleman from Current Software,
Aaron?
Barrett.
Barrett, yes.
I talked to him last week. They've been really, really patient with us, but we really need to give them an answer whether or not to go with it. It's a good system, they've pulled several customers off of G-Works, they're familiar with coming off G-Works. He's not there anymore, but one of their original main support people came from G-Works, so they're very familiar with what we're going from. They had a great onboarding process, but we need to make a decision.
And it's just gonna make things a lot faster.
Faster, more efficient,
Efficient, yeah.
we can mail through it, we can.
The
there's
longer
so
we
many
wait, the
options.
worse that card is getting.
It has geomap tagging that we can actually
Yeah.
tag where the things are with it. But we need to decide yes or no to use it.
Do the work orders too.
Is work orders, you can put in meters from an Android phone, from an Android, well, I guess anything that can reach the website.
Yeah.
Right there, there's no having to handwrite and possibly make a mistake, give it to somebody else who tried to read the handwriting and hand type it in, possibly make another mistake. It's just right there. Quick reports as to who owes us money, how much people are behind, quick reports on if there's,
But flags it, if I remember right.
flags, if there's
Yeah.
issues, if it thinks there's issues. I would argue to my dying breath that it is.
Is that a motion?
I move that we go ahead and pull the trigger on getting current software as our current utility software instead of G-Works.
Oh, I hear angels again.
Yeah. I just got cold chills. Just got cold chills when you did that.
James said.
Richard did.
I'm gonna abstain, just gonna say that, just because I don't know the budget, I don't see anything, I don't know. So, but it's good.
Yep.
Congratulations.
Okay.
It's a good one.
But we were not gonna go to it until July 1st. We're gonna start the process, we're gonna, no, we're gonna.
That's like John can't wait for my
I know, but we can.
Wow,
After
did
dinner.
you just pull the
After
right out
dinner.
from
You want a
underneath?
drink?
No, no drink for
We can start the process of converting
This is where we throw
over,
our picture on.
and then
Let's go.
we won't owe them a penny until the new budget.
Okay.
That worked good.
That's good.
Does that take care of the next section too?
I don't know what's the
Discussion,
next section.
consideration, discussion, action on better utilizing
talked
Google
about-
Workspace.
We already talked about that last, in the town side, I don't know
And
why.
on 12, we've already talked
Well,
about.
we talked about it.
Consideration, discussion, action on the budget. We're
Same as-
stuck with that too.
Same as town. 913 was moved.
913 we took care of. 914 consideration, discussion, action on well house one repairs.
I already talked about that.
You talked about that.
too.
New business? Adjourn?
Hold on, just to remind you about our, the thing that Jen already mentioned that as well.
Well, then, I did want to bring up.
The expo.
What about it?
Just a reminder.
Okay. Is there time for anyone else to sign up?
I don't know if it needs to be before. I sent out an email, let me know, it was a little crooked, so I just figured out.
And then the lagoon alarm phone up again.
Yes, I can have that shut off.
We got back from vacation, I was like,
The vacation and just stole my phone.
I know.
Everyone adjourn before 9:30.
I make a motion to adjourn.
Dennis, seconds.
Heather, yes. Heather, yes.
Richard, yes.
So what do I need to take out of this?
I can take everything.
All of it.
That's
Hey,
okay.
yeah,
That's
you
fine.
know, yeah, you know.
But I
The
just wanted to
auditors
know.
have
All yours.
suggested, everything that's in that folder, keep it for your own personal.
I'm just gonna start, everything we got given today, I'm just gonna show you.
I got a free reminder that I just, keep everything.
I just didn't know if there was.
Now, do you want me to finish that binder study for you? Like, I mean,
Well, I mean, I'll keep, yeah, I mean, if you haven't done it or whatever you have, I'll just put it aside.
Oh, I finish
Something,
it.
worst case,
Yeah.
at least I have something, and then, like
Yeah.
I said, that first week of each month, they said, be
I
much,
mean,
so.
maybe.
I was gonna ask you who you talked to, I'm gonna write that
I
down.
don't, the girl and I didn't write her name down.
He didn't,
No, but I wonder if they tagged me.
sorry. Oh, yeah. But you, yeah, that's weird, cause.
She was like, sure, we do it, it's 4 hour class, and we do it, we don't wait until June.
So that's the renewal he told me to, because they don't offer a regular class renewal, because they're working on all their renewals.
It's, and I looked it up and read the renewal was a 4 hour class. So I don't know, maybe she's misunderstood.
But he said that was years, the renewal.
I'm going to the doctor with my dog.
Got a, matter of fact, I got a police unit,
Oh, God.
an SUV, and then 2 trucks. Devin,
Yes.
Devin.
No, so,
Chesapeake.
so this never
can do it too.
The chairs were already up.
Yes.